Hello, entertainment daily lovers. Welcome back. We are back with a quick analysis, and this is interesting. Okay, welcome back, entertainment daily lovers. Did I welcome you all, queens and kings? Let's do this. Let's do this. We've not been live for some days now. I don't know. Is it 2, 3 days? 2 days? No, I think it's more than 3 days. Anyways, so we're going to be pumping out these videos, and I know most of you are going to be catching up on the replays because I've not been live for a minute. And yeah, that's why I said when you subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss. You don't know when the gas goes is gonna come in. Okay, so there's something I want us to quickly touch down on, and let me. Oops. Oh, wahala. Hold on, give me a second. So we are going to go to before. Oh my goodness. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, you need this charger? All right, hold on. Okay. All right, y'all, give me a second. And, oh, let me quickly get this out of the way. Hello. Okay, so we are going to get into a before and after. Remember, one of the last live stream we did was Madam MIA, and she dragging other people and having so much to say. And one thing you will notice that in all, you will never ever see Madam MIA really calling out JD or acknowledging the evil things that they have done. But can you say Korra BD? Yes, I will say Korra BD. Can you all imagine? Korra BD. My little one is saying Korra. Oh my goodness. So, all right, take the charger. Mom, now my friend is hiding. Now? They're like the dogs. Wow. And we checked them. Ducks. Hide and seek. No. Okay, sorry. I wasn't expecting that interruption. Okay. I wasn't expecting that interruption. Okay, so sorry. Pardon me. You're a mom, you're a parent, you know that. Okay, you have to create content in family. All right, so you're welcome. Let me quickly check our sound and we'll get right into this. We're going to get into an old video of we're going to get into an old video. I'm trying to find my stream so I can share. Welcome. If you're coming in, please like the live stream. Give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, do subscribe so you don't miss any of the interesting gist that will be going down over here. So let's quickly check. Okay. Okay, so our sound is fantastic. Whew. Okay, 8 of us here. We have 4 thumbs up. Please give the live stream a like and we'll get into this. Okay, let me quickly share. Join in. Okay. Because there's something I've said before, and let me quickly get this out of the way also before we start this. I keep hearing people when we analyze some of the older videos or posts from this set of people that had been plotting against KO for so many years. Now people coming, oh, all this, all that. Look, there's difference between a real content creator and people that are not real content creator. And right from the beginning, I have personally stated that we are going to be pulling up old stuffs from these people. And I explained the reason why we will be doing that. And let me just say it one more time. Some people started following this KO and JD saga from 2024. So when you see these JD's cohorts or what JD is doing, some people are like, I don't get it. It's not that much of a big deal. But then when they tell you that and you're like, oh, okay, so this is not much of a big deal, and you start pointing out, but this happened, that happened, that happened, and they're like, are you kidding me? But when you're able to back up what you're saying with evidence where you can hear these people say things for themselves, then you leave these people with no choice but to actually do the proper analyzing and know where the problem is coming from. And that is the goal. You have to understand that the person that brought this to the social media, the person that brought this to the front line, is the person to be blamed for everything. But rather, this person successfully, to an extent, made it look like it was the fault of the other person that did not speak right from the beginning. So please, I don't want to see comments after my live stream like, why y'all pulling up old stuff? Why y'all pulling up old stuff? You call it old stuff, but has he stopped? Has this women stopped? Have they stopped plotting? Have they stopped having these their secret meetings? Have they stopped dragging? Even up to her going to St. Lucia, this man's bloggers still had a lot to say. So please, we don't want to see that. We don't want to hear that in our comment section, because I will start blocking people that keep saying stuffs like that. That's not what we're here for. Thank you. And for those of you that understand what we're doing here, thank you also. God bless you. God prosper you. May everything you put your hands to do prosper. May your going out and coming in be protected. May the eyes of the evil ones never see you. Thank you also very much. God bless you. Each and every one of you. If you've ever stopped by my channel, if you've ever breezed in, even if it's for a few seconds, if you've ever been on this Entertainment Daily, God bless you. And whatever you're battling, I join my faith with yours and I say, it shall not be forever. Whatever that thing is, it shall also pass. Trust in God, believe, and you will see. Thank you also very much. So we will get into this. So I've shared the stream. So we will get into one of Madam things. Let's listen to some of the things that Madam MIA said a while back. And recently we also listened to her. So they're all on the playlist. If you didn't see the other live stream, after this one, you will have to go watch that one to hear Madam MIA. And let's do the analysis together. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Queen Nina Edward is in the building. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining, Queen. Lady Money Rose, say good night. Are you going to sleep? Welcome, Queen. Welcome, Queen. Good night, good night, good night. What's the time where you are? Mine is 8:59 p.m. I was live earlier with a different topic, and I was talking about just a topic about a Denmark man that unalived his Nigerian wife and his very young child. We discussed that on just, I think it's an hour ago or 2 hours ago. I just finished with that live stream and I said, let me come in with this one. Let's do this also. Okay, so let's quickly go to Facebook and let's pull this up. Okay, it's 8 p.m. your time. Okay, so mine just hit 9 exactly. Okay. Yeah, so good evening to you and soon to be good night. Are you going to sleep early? Smith, you're welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, it's 2 p.m. in St. Lucia. Welcome, 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 Queen. I'm believing you're Queen. Are you Queen or King? Smith. OMG, got to watch. Yes, I just finished with that live stream about 2 hours ago. And the ruling, he was sentenced in Nigeria. He did the stuff, but YouTube already, and on that live stream, I was saying, so I cannot explain much. Please go check it out because YouTube already sent me an email. They are restricting that live stream, but we'll keep talking. And I said it on that live stream. Well, I said, Y'all, I can't say it, okay? I can't say it because I really want people to hear this. So please catch up with the other live streams. So you hear all the things I said, but they've already restricted that. So let me not repeat the things. But from the thumbnail, you will know that it's something that you'll be interested in to see. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to flag it. They didn't flag it yet. I didn't get a strike. They just restricted, and they said there are stuffs I can do, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to leave it there. Because I really want people to see that. I want people to watch it and listen and hear it. Kisha, welcome, Queen. It's 1 p.m. here. Really? Oh, wow. You see, we were preparing for bed. Y'all are still grooving. It's 1 p.m. Oh, Lady So, you're in Istanbul. Oh, okay. Did I say Lady So? I guess y'all know why that name came into my mouth now. I just mentioned St. Lucia and talking about the Caribbeans and, the Jamaican singer. I guess that's why I saw Lady Sweat on my mouth. Yes, so that's a Jamaican singer. This is Lady Money Roll, not Lady So. Okay, I said welcome, Queen. Yes, what's up, Otokwano? Yes, let's analyze what's up, Madam. What's up? We're analyzing what this woman said a while back, and we're going to put everything together. And people that started following the story from 2024 or late 2023, it will make sense to them. While you see these women, even though some of them are now sitting by the fence, just understand that they're afraid of what is coming. That's why. So don't worry. I say, okay, Smith, I'm a queen. Great. Welcome, queen. Yes. Okay. So always following you. Then that means you came in with a different name this time. I know I've seen Smith, but it's not I can't even say this your first name. Is this Decla Smith? I know there's another Smith, but it's the first name is not the same here. So thank you so very much. Thank you. Because I know some people don't comment, so I will not recognize immediately when I see that. So okay, let's get. If you've not liked the live stream, y'all, please let's go like the live stream and pull up. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Let's pull up. Take his story and make a mockery of it. For it. Hold on. Did I get this? Okay.
Well, okay. To answer your question, I think
let's listen.
You know.
So if you're wondering whose voice you're hearing, I know most of you that started following this story from the beginning, immediately you hear this woman, you know this is Madame, the one and only Madame MIA, okay? The one and only person that used to brag in those days that she's the first person JD speaks to, she's the last person JD speaks to. And other women in the group confirmed that JD used to tell them to run everything by her before they execute. So nothing happens without Madame MIA knowing. But we see what happened this year when he called her a scammer. But hear what she said in those days, how this woman.
Because a lot of us we believe that these ladies, they are doing everything they were doing on their platform for the betterment of the children, right. And we saw it when they started. Let's start with Flora, because she's the one who is trying to rear her head to take advantage of the present chaos, because I'm going to call this chaos, and I'll tell you why.
Says the same person that inserted herself in issues that does not concern her. And because this other person outed her beautiful son, Mr. JD, she wants to bash every other person. And let's go.
Like I always say to anyone who have observed this situation from the beginning, I always say to them that, look, Justin is the only one who has power to put a stop to all this. Right. Justin is the American. Justin is the one who brought korra to America. Justin is the one that if ego with all the evidences.
Look at this woman's way of thinking. Justin is the American. Justin brought Korra to America. So because of that, Korra should not speak. Because of that, Korra does not have rights. Korra cannot do anything. This is somebody that said she studied ethics. I studied ethics. I studied this, I studied that. No wonder JD ended up calling you a fake lawyer in 2024.
About all this cyberbullying, walked into the FBI office and refused to leave that building until they look at all these evidences of cyber terrorism, because that is what it is. The FBI have so many files already, so many complaints already. But the way I'm looking at this is that the real target of these attacks by so many of these Africans from different parts of the world is Justin. Now, from my experience, I can only talk about my experience when it comes to security services.
Let's pause this here, and let's just. My God, can you hear the kind of how this woman thinks? The kind of person this woman is. When you hear this, you know that somebody like this, Madam MIA, forget that she's now sounding as if she's on the fence because they've called her a fake lawyer and they've called her a scammer. And when I mean they, I mean JD opened his own mouth. This person that you hear her supporting, doing everything for, was the same person that called her out. Not even the korra that she was against, that she still is against. But right now, she's just trying her best to say, oh, everything I'm doing is for the betterment of the kids. No, everything you were doing, you've been doing, still going to do in the future, was and is going to be for the betterment of Mr. JD. And when you hear the way this woman talks, you can tell the type of mentality this woman have. You can tell.
I know they have powers, and I know Facebook is extremely cooperative with government agencies from across the world. I know about the UK because I was present.
How can you come out and tell people that this whole thing, from the way you look at it, that people are targeting JD? Who are the people that are targeting JD? Go back and do research. Just don't take my words for it. Because people say, oh, well, that was the beginning period. She didn't know better. No, she knew what she was doing. And up until now, this woman knows what she's doing. That her ego was bruised when Korra turned a total stranger down with their offer, who happens to be her. This woman decided in her heart of heart that she was going to show her pepper and stuck by it. How can you say that the same person that came out and outed this woman, there's no name you didn't call her? Oh, she slept with all the celebrities. Don Jazzy. Oh, this one. Oh, that one. There is nothing she didn't do. There's no accusation. There's no allegation this man didn't level against his ex-wife. And she was dragged. She was the one that was dragged, even by her own people, still by her own people. But this woman comes out to open her mouth and say, you can see that all the bloggers and all the Nigerians and all the Africans are against JD. That's why I decided to fight for him. Huh. Some people have got no shame. Weeping Stick, welcome, Queen. Thank you very much for joining today. Just think you do nothing about what's going on social media. Oh, goodness me.
When actions will be taken, not because I hear from somewhere. And
welcome, Marilyn Guerra. Yeah? Welcome, Queen. Welcome.
I don't like it when a situation escalated unnecessarily. And this is the reason why we're seeing people like Flora, people like Lolo, they believe that they have some powers over him because they observe for many, many months how many of these African bloggers like Epa, like all these other riffraffs, they've been targeting him, destroying his name, destroying his family's reputation, doing all these things, and they appear to be getting away with it. So at the end of the day,
there's a comment that is not showing
we
on,
see him as a weak
here.
person.
Give me a second. There's a comment that's not showing here. Why is it not showing? They held it back. What was said? Let me see if I can read it from here. Lady Monroe said it did not matter if he's an American. She got right in America. Even if she didn't have papers, she got right. So this lady don't know the law in America. She needs to keep her. Okay, short. Okay, so I think that word. That's why they held that comment. Seriously. And to think that this woman will be bragging, I studied ethics. My parents wanted me to study law. And then I studied this. And then I studied that. And I've been doing this. And I've been doing that. And once you hear this woman open her mouth, you just see how biased, how unreasonable this woman, how manipulative this woman is. Trying to deceive people now in 2024 that, well, I supported him because I saw that Korra and Korra's people, Korra supporters were bashing him and dragging him and doing the most. Are you kidding me? After this man came and blasted her, did Korra speak? Didn't Nancy come out and even begged the general public that, please, this is a private family matter? So you cannot, like, that's why I want us to hear this, because people were like, oh, maybe it could be a mistake. None of these damn women made a single mistake. It was not. It was deliberate act. Forget that in 2024 the music have changed and they're now trying to act like it was a mistake. Oh, I saw people were coming after him. That's why I stood and fought for him. Those of you that are asking, why am I still fighting for him, even if it's against me? I don't like injustice. Are you serious? Do you know what injustice is? You don't. Because if you know what injustice is, you would have known where injustice was being done, and you would have recognized it. You would have seen and recognized it. And you would have known that he was the person that started everything from the beginning. Hello, J-Love. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Seriously, this woman and JD, they are so much alike, J-Love. Hello, everyone. I think MIA is an narcissistic like JD. That's why they work so well together. I thought she said she supported him because Kay ignored her. The woman is just full of it. You know, when you lie, it's difficult to keep up. You don't know what you said a month back. You won't remember exactly how you said it word for word, and you might end up saying something closer to the truth. So this woman, it is clear, because if you said you saw Korra and her people talking about Korra supporters coming for JD, who came for JD? People even started complaining when he kept talking and talking and talking and non-stop. Korra was not talking. Korra did not come down, sit down to do episode outing him. She only, when the time was right, she wrote a book. When did she publish that book? Go check it. And check when Mr. JD started talking. And you will understand that this woman, Madam MIA, is the biggest liar you can find on this planet Earth next to JD. They lie to your face, knowing fully well that you will be able to understand that they are lying to you, but yet they will still do it. It is just terrible.
I understand the fact that he is following the court order, and I always advise him to
what court order?
No matter what.
I understand that he's following the court order, and I always advise him to follow the court. What court orders? This is what they use to recruit people, deceive people, and do the most.
But you see, when it comes to the court orders, they are related to the child protection services. Right. They are related to the family division, which is part of the divorce agreement. Those are the orders on the table right now. Because
I feel like this is the same person that she did this interview with. Is that the same the other JD's blogger that whenever they say certain things, she would mute, cover, manipulate the audio.
Others, I mean, the others, they could have achieved in the criminal court didn't happen, which is the restraining order. So what I'm trying to say is this: what is going on social media, the cyberbullying going on social media,
Can you
has
imagine?
absolutely nothing to do with the CPS or the family division. It is, it is, it will be dealt with by the criminal courts if the matter gets to that point. Because at the end of the day, the FBI will look at who was the main target. If you are the main target, you have more powers.
Can you imagine? At the end of the day, the FBI will look at who is the target. And in this woman's delusional mind, her JD was the target for cyberbullying and whatnot. Seriously, from all the evidences that are out there on social media that they can collect and see that the ex-wife did not speak. When this man came out and said, I'm divorcing Korra, Korra did not come back to say, yes, he's right, we're divorcing, we can. No. Even when he posted that video where he went to the room, he was telling her, repeat what you said, repeat what you said. What did she do? She remained calm and quiet and kept asking him, why are you filming me? Get the camera on. Say, repeat it. And he was screaming. So where did this woman come up with that idea that FBI would check and find out that he was the victim and then he has more power? From what part of this woman is this woman, in fact? Papa, she really deserved what this man gave her in 2024.
And for FBI to fasten their investigation. There's laws about cyberbullying. There's laws. Because at the end of the day, the people who were blogging and making so much money out of your family mystery, out of destroying.
Says Madam Recruiter. People that were blogging, people that were doing this. You were the recruiter. You were the one that they were running things through. Are you part of his family? Are you his family member? You're a total stranger that doesn't even live in the same country with him. You're over there in the UK. He's over there in the US. But you found somehow to smuggle yourself into their personal business. By you saying that you approached Korra first, wanted to help Korra, Korra didn't respond to you. The next thing, what did you do? Because you have evil intentions. You didn't stop. When Korra didn't respond to you, you didn't say, let me mind my business. It seemed like these people don't even need help. Let them be there. You flew over to the other person. And of course, because he knows what he wants to do, he accepted your help. And straight, you went into work. J-Lo said, at this rate, I'm convinced FBI stands for something else because the way these people are using it there, exact like every second, I guess that's how he managed to convince all of them that FBI is people that you just, when you can't, if you go to the toilet, you cannot, poo, you call the FBI to come and pull the poo out of your bum. Seriously.
Under any pretense, they won't want to stop. They won't want to continue.
I say it said Mr. Ovidian and all his old women are all narcissistic. All have the same personality, thinking they are so important. Exactly. And they will see the truth, they won't even say it.
And look at what happened when Flora did what she did. It was calculated. It was just 72 hours or so before the final divorce agreement was signed. And Flora released that secret audio.
This woman will blame every single damn person. In 2024, now she's blaming Flora. In 2024, she has turned her focus on Freda, even though Freda didn't say anything to this woman. This woman is focused on Freda. And she looks for one person to just drag and blame and drag and blame and drag and blame. It is just weird. Really, really weird. Shout out to Lady A on Facebook. I don't know if I've given shout out to the blogger that pulled this out. Shout out to Lady A on Facebook for pulling this clip out, because sometimes you just need to refresh your memory to understand how mean and evil this set of people are.
And in fact, I have I have a copy of it because it went viral, and I know how it
Absolutely,
affected this young
Smith.
man.
So from now on, they all have
I
sleepless
know,
nights.
and because of that, he had to allow Korra and his solicitor to get away with a lot of leverage over him. Now, it's because he doesn't even want to argue about that audio. Because if you listen to that secret audio Flora did, Flora was leading what we call leading questions. Yeah. About
somebody was heard saying things by himself on we call it secret recording or whatever you want to call it. Now this woman is out here defending JD, how she was leading, whether she was leading or she was not leading. When that thing goes or they hear it, did he admit or not? If somebody is leading you, if you're not guilty of anything, you don't have anything to admit to. But he was fully aware that he was having that conversation, and there's a possibility. He cannot tell us that he doesn't know that there's a possibility that somebody can record him. The woman was not his friend like that, like childhood friend, family member, or whatnot. Seriously. YouTube, why are you holding my comments? Eh? I say it said, J-Love, you're right. For them, FVI stands for follow bubbly idiot. YouTube, stop holding the comments now. Eh? Which kind of Allah is this? Oh Christ. These people are just unbelievable. Jeanette Nicholson, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us, Chris. So the court and the police knows him and what he is like. Exactly. And then these people, they for 3 years, they're still trying to convince themselves. Huh. This is just unbelievable. The kind of things that these people do. This woman she's so twisted.
Yeah, she was the interviewer. Yes. Oh my God. I analyzed it. I analyzed that audio very, very clearly. Flora was
Madam Analyzer. These are the kind of things she was saying to JD then that made him thought he was a lawyer. Remember now, she had said the lady was leading. She was leading in that secret recording she did. She was leading. Now she said, I've analyzed. Every time she's analyzing, Madam Analyzer. She was saying all these things to JD, and in his mind, I got the best actor in the world.
Flora wanted him to commit himself into something that doesn't exist. Whereas
can you imagine? Commit himself into something else that doesn't exist. Somebody admitted fully that you could clearly hear on that this thing that we already played. And here, this one is here defending him. How do you even defend somebody that already opened his mouth to admit that, yes, I'm guilty of this? Only Madam MIA can do this.
Is for anyone to reach out to her head. You don't forget that time they haven't divorced. Is for somebody to reach out to Korra so that Korra can contact whoever she did a sex video with.
Can you imagine?
Because what was going on and on about.
Look at how this woman is covering up, and look to what extent this woman is going just to cover up for JD admitting to his allegedly evil deed. Let's just be saying allegedly, you don't understand, but he on that voice note, we heard his voice, we heard him saying what he said. I've done so much. I don't know which one. Does it relate to this? Does it relate to that? Does that sound like an innocent person? And then on that the same lives, on that the same recording that look that you just heard MIA saying the only reason why JD was talking with that blogger was because he wanted Korra to contact someone that she did an SEX tape with. But if you listen to that recording, you will hear when the woman said, "Give me Korra's contact, let me talk to her." And he said, "I can't give you a contact because it is illegal. I'm not supposed to do that. If I do that, I'll be arrested. So I can't send it to you. So I will have to, you know, send it, say to you, you write it down, and that way there will be no paper trail, for anything." She now said, "I understand." And he gave her the phone number. And after he gave her Korra's phone number, he said to the lady, "Korra does not respond to calls. So if you call her and tell her you're a blogger, she will just drop the call on you. That Korra does not talk to people like strangers and things like that, that she doesn't. That the only way this woman can get to Korra's attention if the woman should tell Korra that he has a sex tape on Korra." These were the words of JD. So that's what? Blackmail already. You're telling this blogger that is in contact with you to blackmail her to get her attention, to get her to talk to you. Well, MIA is here explaining to God knows who and the gullible people that something like that exists, something that he created by himself during that conversation that they were having. Look how this woman twisted the word. I just want you people to know how evil this set of JD supporters are. MIA at the forefront.
About Korra then was this alleged sex video that some people were sharing in inbox in WhatsApp and all that.
Can you imagine?
Claimed that it was Korra. A lot of people said this to Justin. And Justin was, I don't even want to do this.
Nothing like that existed. JD created that during the conversation. We all heard it on that audio. To think that Madam MIA could sit down on somebody's platform and talk about this like this and explain this, twist it like this, shows you how mean this person can be.
Like the way he was feeling, because I don't want people to think that, oh my goodness, but these people are giving this young man unnecessary trauma, which he doesn't even need.
Can you imagine?
He went through a lot of panic that, oh my goodness.
So because that blogger posted that voice recording, all these bloggers are giving him trauma. But when he came out and said that Korra was sleeping with Don Jazzy, D'banj, Davido, Don Burna Boy, all the Nigerian celebrities, that was not trauma to Korra. When he said Korra had the second child in her stomach and went to Nigeria for a wedding and went and slept with her friend's husband, that did not give her this thing. When he said all the terrible things, he said Korra's father was doing things to Korra. That did not give them that did not give Korra, Nancy, their other sister, the father, and the rest of their family members. It did not give them, but it's only him. It's only him. The person, the one person that created the whole issue, is the same person that is should be, pitied. Should be the person that people feel sorry for.
If this come out to the public, it's going to destroy Korra's brand.
Can you imagine? So in other words, he's trying to
repeating to me. And this is why he was so desperate to reach out to anyone out there.
Who does this woman think she can fool? Has this man ever cared about code? The same person that he accused that does not have any talent, that if Facebook closed down, she would not have anything to do. What brand? Has he ever spoken that? Have you ever heard him talk about that this woman has brand, that Korra has any brand? Because if this man thought that Korra has a brand to protect, he wouldn't have even started this drama on social media. He wouldn't have continued to fuel it up until this moment.
Who he can trust to reach out to Korra so that Korra can communicate with whoever she had the video with.
Can you
Because
imagine?
if you see that video, that person actually looked like Korra. But there's no 100%.
Can you imagine? How? So these people can just concoct a story and believe it themselves and come out to run their mouth. Do you think if something like that truly existed, with the wickedness of these JD supporters, they would have not posted that long ago? These people are just wicked. These are the kind of things that they were saying that actually affected some people, and some people started turning and dragging Korra and calling her all sorts of names. These people, they know what they are doing, and they continued over the years with this type of stories.
Is actually Korra. But whoever saw it, you will assume that it is Korra. Now, now, if you look at what was going on then, that is why Justin phoned Flora. Unknown to Justin, Flora was secretly recording, just like Lulu has demonstrated that she does. Who does this? What kind of human being
Can you
are these
imagine?
people? You know, somebody has been living in a traumatic environment.
They know that he's a liar. That's why they're recording him in case of the future. When he would turn against them, they will also have evidence. Did he not turn against him? Now you know wise. The ones where wise carry evidence follow body. So he gave Korra, and as this is blame Korra, there's obviously don't mind, like the man has done so much, and to think that this woman will not point out even one of the wrong that this man did. And from day one until 2024, this woman keeps saying that he is the victim. That's the reason why she came out to fight for him. Coming out with all these lie and fake stories.
For many years, he came out of it. He's trying to rescue his children at that time.
Can you
Even though
imagine?
he was weak, he was still
Mr.
showing that no,
Rescuer.
he's not going to be a runaway father.
JD
He
to the
will
rescue.
fight for his children so
Fireman
that the
Sam to
CPS
the
will
rescue.
not take those children. Everybody keep forgetting that the CPS opened a case against this family since 2020. Sorry, 2020. What year are we now? We're in 2023.
You don't even know what year you're in.
This 2020, yeah.
This is how confused one can get when you're so invested in other people's business. You forget what time of the day, hour, year, and everything. She doesn't even know what year she's in.
Because June is now 4, isn't it? Right. It was around June 2nd birthday. June had a dislocated hand. And that was the first time the CPS knocked on their door. And it is because of Justin that the CPS didn't take the children from them at that time.
Look at the lies. It's because of how this woman. What did this JD give to you? You could just hear this woman narrating exactly the story that was narrated to narrated to her by JD himself.
Justin signed an agreement with them that he will make sure that Korra take her medication and Korra is never left with June alone. And that is why that man paid for that nanny. This man has been trying and trying and trying.
Can you imagine?
So now, here come you, Flora. You secretly recorded him.
The same person that treated his children very bad, let them out in the cold, mic them. What didn't this man do up until when he now got that his friend to go film his children, interrogate his children? This woman keeps blaming the ex-wife for everything and leaving her best friend out of it.
You didn't tell anyone that you secretly recorded this man. Meanwhile, prior to that, don't forget, because people like Flora,
they can't keep the story straight, Janet. They can't. The story they cannot keep straight. So I thought it was her shoulders, liars. They can't. They are trying their best, but they cannot. Oh, goodness me.
Never reflect on their own behavior. They always want to blame everybody for their own, bad, anything they've done bad, or you understand their mistakes.
Which brings me to a question, if I may interject just really quick. I have a question. I would love for you to answer this because you can definitely answer this question. We talk about this all the time. What would you say? Okay, for these the more
you can imagine this set of people, just know that before they come out to do any interview or anything, they've all sat down together, they've rehearsed the type of question that this blogger, at least one of them, will ask. They've already rehearsed how she will respond to it, how they will paint him to be this good. Why do people need to paint you to be a good person? It's because you're not a good person. If you're a good person, your actions will speak louder than any words.
multitude of people that's been coming after Justin for almost 2 years now.
Can you imagine?
Which happen to be obviously what the majority of them West Africans and an abundance of them also Caribbeans that are also living in oppressed countries and stuff. What is it that
God, this woman no get sense.
that really compels these people to barbarically, and I mean barbarically, continue to go?
When you see people that don't have sense, you can easily tell. How difficult is it to ask a simple question? And this one wants to go through the back door, the front door, the side doors, and create all this web and confuse her own brain that she cannot even ask a simple and straight question. She refers, it's nice somehow when you hear them use this type of words. She's talking about barbarically. Who is the barbaric person? Him and all of them that are talking. They are the ones that inserted themselves magically into a case that didn't concern them. They are not related to Korra, neither are they related to JD. So tell me, who are the barbaric people? Y'all that went and created private WhatsApp group. Y'all that have been plotting, twisting even things that we all heard with our ears, saw with our eyes, twisting the whole thing around, and then in return you're referring to other people as barbaric. Okay.
After this man and their
welcome. Yo-yo's what? Our barrister in the building. Welcome, Queen.
Barbaric, they want him to fall off the face of the earth. They want to isolate him, silence him, and switch the narrative like what Korra's doing, that we clearly, that the intelligent people, the intellectuals, we obviously see what Korra's doing.
Don't you people like how this set of people refer to themselves as the intellectuals? If na intellectual be this, they would not hear we. This set of people are intellectuals. Oh my goodness. It seemed like this was in 2023. Because when Miriam asked what year is this or what, I think this was in 2023. Maybe the middle of 2023 or so. Because hearing what they spoke about that voice recording that came out where JD was admitting to things. And I think that voice recording too was released sometime in 2023, last year. So these people are unbelievable, referring to themselves as intellectual. What is intellectual about this set of people that could not see through the lies that one single man concocted and told to them, and they bought it, hook, line, sinker, swallowed it? What is going on? Wallahi. And they will always refer to themselves as intellectuals. If they see intellectuals, I don't believe they will be able to recognize, because if they think that there's these people that we've heard we've seen their moves over 3 years now with JD, that any one of them is intelligent, intellectual. No way. No way. Because if she was intellectual, JD would not call her a fake lawyer. And the rest of them that he referred to as they are scammers, they are jobless, they are useless. Wallahi. Eh? After putting all this energy. Now what? Laura Lee, welcome, Queen. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. So, isn't that the bully that fell asleep online with the baby awake for hours? Huh. These people don't even know that when you talk, you don't know the people that are watching you. You don't know the people that are listening to you. Rushing to call yourself an intellectual does not make any sense when you're not even making sense on the interview that you're doing. Evidences are out there. JD confesses with his mouth. Madam Miriam came out, twisted the talk, and the interviewer too is there, nodding her head like a gamma lizard, and then she dares to call herself intellectual. Hi. Now, wow. Audrey, you're welcome. Who this is just beyond me.
But they want to flip the story and make it seem like it's Justin doing exactly what Korra. Make it seem like it's Justin doing exactly what Korra is doing. What is it that makes these people?
She said they want to twist it and make it look like it's Justin that is doing what Korra is doing. Wait. So all the people on social media are blind. They didn't see when JD came out and said, this is what is going to happen. Didn't they see JD do his Hollywood 101? Didn't the same JD that came out and said, Korra slept, Korra cheated on me, cheated on me, cheated on me, didn't he also come out to scream online and said, well, I'm trying to correct something I said. When I said she cheated on me, she didn't cheat on me to the best of my knowledge when we were married, when we were together, debunking. Did they also capitalize on that part? No, they pretended they didn't see because they love to do selective deafness.
Do this. Good morning, ma'am.
From what I've seen, Bonnie, let us look, like you said, the demographic of the people who are, blaming Justin for everything. When you look at them, a lot of them, like you rightly said, they are from Africa. A lot of them. And the ones who live in the diaspora, when you look at their background, they have an unresolved issue. Some of them were trafficked from Nigeria to the diaspora, and they've been, and some of them, they are divorced. Some of them, they are real. When I say real victims of domestic violence. And some of them, they don't even like white people. No matter what you say.
I didn't see this one. So this is what I can't get angry. So this is what this woman that said she studied ethics, a woman that is close to her 70s, this is even a child cannot think like this. First of all, these same people that this Oluku MIA, for the first time, I will call her an Oluku because when you talk like this, you must be very stupid to sound like this. To think that this woman had, oh my goodness, no wonder. Hey, this S-master mentality is deep into this woman. People that she's analyzing the way she's analyzing are people that are well read more than her, vast and well organized people. Because tell me, which organized person in the age that this woman is you will find online? making caricature out of themselves, embarrassing their family name. Now, when you hear Awolowo, it's like you hear a joke. Seriously. Like you hear a joke, like this is the job you people made. You did a terrible job. If this is how you people raise the human being, this is a nonsense. It's a failure. That's what comes to your mind. Look at the level of negativity one person brought, and she thinks that she's in the position to analyze these Africans. Eh? Hi, Madam MIA, may God forgive you. Oh, you have a long way to go in this life. Zero common sense. This woman does not have any. Zero. Nothing is left. Me then. Tipotalo. Let me add a little bit of Greek. Tipotalo. Galo me then. A huge zero. No brain. Huh. If we go and check her, all our family is them that has all these things that she's naming. But no, she wants to come out and stereotype the Africans and the ones in the diaspora and the ones. But yeah, Madam, like white people like her. The rest of people in the diaspora don't like. Say, hey, you're talking about yourself. Exactly. I say, oh my. No wonder JD just puts her on the floor and steps because he can see that she's so stupid. Hi. Shame on this woman and everything that concerns you, man.
For example, a lot of the South African, black South African that have been supporting korra, going across social media, destroying
from the apartheid.
Yes, but because of the apartheid, so they only see white and black.
Right.
Hi. South African people that don't pay attention. This one is supposed to be in the home of mentally deranged people. This woman is not capable of thinking straight. Like this woman, after saying she studied ethics, and why do I keep forgetting all those other things this woman said she studied? This is what this woman thinks. Oh, I don't blame you. Of all places, you live in the UK. They succeeded with you. Shame on you. Huh, this is what you think. The woman is something else. So this woman thinks very low of, whipping stick, you've nailed it. You have hit the nail on the head. You know, when people say don't talk about the past, I'm like, you cannot run away from the past when you talk about KO versus JD. You cannot. Because if you notice something in 2024, somehow some set of people are now convinced that there is a fight between these two, but it's only one person that is fighting the other person. Right from day one, it has always been him. It has always been JD. But when we have one of our own that thinks so low, it's not her fault. It's the fault of the Awolowos. It's the fault of her family members. It's the fault of her parents. Because they shipped her out early. Go to Europe and study because they think they've arrived. Look, the rubbish they produced. A child that is not well trained at home grows up to be an idiot. And that's what we see. A complete buffoon. You dare to open eyes. It is sickening. It is sickening to hear. So that's why when this woman started in 2024, when people are saying, oh, good that you're now beginning, she has not changed. Not one bit. I feel sorry for her. You know, all these things she's saying, personally, I'm not upset. Like, I'm not angry. I just feel pity for her that at her age, she still knows nothing. Nothing. Not damn thing do you know. Nothing. It's a shame that you will open your mouth to vomit this rubbish. But do I blame you? I don't blame you, because if you do a little bit into just research, read a little bit, try to know things. What happened to Africans? What happened to the Indians? What happened? Should we go into all of that? You there? No be me go educate you today. You don't have brain. You don't have it. You don't have it. You don't have it. Have her family failed her? I don't like talking about people's family. I love to focus, but you see these statements, I can't analyze them without bringing them into this. Having a child and shipping the child away. What do you expect? From an early age, she was shipped over to what? Belgium, where in Europe, France, going to buy designer scarf, flexing. Who educated her? Them, the S-masters. So why won't she think like them? They succeeded in selling you the false history and you swallowed it. And as an adult, you cannot do a little bit of research to know. That's no longer on them, it's on you, because you could have done better. So her family name is is what Igbo people do not. Oh, really? Oh, there's a history there too, huh? Wow. Wow. I'm not surprised, because they were very influential in those days, and in those days it was going down, things were happening. So I'm not surprised that this is what they produced. Congratulations to them for the nonsense they end up producing that runs her mouth. No wonder she was able to bring president like Buhari. Wallahi. Liz, yes, this is another live stream about Madam MIA, JD's supporter, and wanted to come in here and listen, because as far as this case keep going, we will keep refreshing our memories. And I've said that a long time ago. And whenever I come across old videos, whether it's 2 years, 3 years ago, I will bring them. People need to know, because when I was saying certain things about these women, people are like, even God forgive. I said, it's not in my place. So it is in Korah's place. It's in Amida. No, not Korah. Then Korah, they said Korah forgiving them, right? Through Nasi and them. Okay. But that will not stop me from talking, and that will not stop me from reminding the people, because tomorrow somebody might want to mistakenly dine with somebody like Madam MIA. You will be doomed. Imagine if Korah had taken the offer of somebody that thinks like this. Do you think it will take this person anything to sell Korah to those people that I don't want to mention, because like the previous live stream I just did, we were talking a little bit and I said I don't even want to go in deep. Already that video has already been flagged, but we'll keep talking. It's terrible. Sweet said, Madame Colette, I don't understand that woman. I wonder what. Give me a second. I can hear a cry.
But black, because Korah is black, they don't give a damn whether Korah is at fault. Even if Korah is confessing to them, because a lot of the time, Korah tell the truth about what actually happened, but people are so carried away. With all the drama. So they're saying that they don't even listen to Korah. And that is why you see them, you that you watch the video and you actively listen to Korah, you are writing something in somebody's page or on your page, they will come to your page and argue it. They'll be arguing with you. So even though you've seen the video, you've heard it exactly straight from Korah, they will still be arguing with you. Look at this last court case. when Korra went to for the hearing, look what happened. She came out. She told them exactly where she went wrong, which is to trust the nanny with the service, and the nanny refused to sign it. She said it. Meanwhile,
can you imagine the kind? Ah, this woman, this woman. Let me put in the comments. Let's read together because I want us to be listening and chatting as we go. Ah, this woman, it's unbelievable. If this woman tries to do business with you or anything, avoid her like a plague, because this kind of person you cannot trust for your own mental health and everything. Because this woman will do something and will blame you for it. And these are the excuses that she will use to say that's the reason why you didn't want to. So Korra will do something. So all the and the part that will even show you that this woman is just some very evil, mean witch. The fact that a lot of people keep saying, Korra don't dress, Korra don't cover up, and they will keep saying, and this woman is telling you that people don't want to tell Korra anything just because Korra is a person of color. And when you go out there, you can see the names that people every day, the same people from her country, people that look like her, are calling her and insulting her. But this woman is saying that no, they don't want to say anything because Korra looks like them. But this is the same person that came out crying that Jaden will never dare to call out Kim Baker or Crystal. Can you imagine how twisted and how unstable this human being is? Ah, seriously, this woman, something is wrong with her. I mean, I am personally, but I respect Nigeria because of football, and I am now learning about Africa. But this one is a shame. Look, Liz, like this one is nothing. Like, and people, I always say that some people don't even have to take my words for it. It's just that when Nigerians do something good, people they don't say it. Nigerians are the smartest people in the planet, and I said it with my full chest. Pick a Nigerian out, place the Nigeria anywhere, go and check universities everywhere around the world. If they are there, they are dominating. That is Nigeria for you. Come to business, come to anything. But like Nigerians, when their mind is on something, a Nigerian is determined to do something. To hear this woman talk like this and think this way about her own Nigerian slash African people are damn smart. The position where Africa is, you put any other continent in that position, they will all perish. I bet you on it. But you still see Africans through everything, through the oppression and everything, they are still striving, doing their best to keep their head up, because you can never. And you see a lost soul because they shipped her out from the beginning. What do we expect? She's yeah, she's terrible. Say the men are all bringing hunger. Oh, that led to the kwashoko. And many Biafran kids and family also. Also to 20 pounds they gave the Igbos after the war. Aha. Ah, 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 ah. No wonder she thinks the way she thinks. So it's them, eh? And yet then go name name airport. In fact, it pains me that social media will not allow us to say things the way we want to say it when we're saying fact. But when people lie, they just allow them to lie. They don't, huh. There's a lot in my chest I would love to, but I love the fact that there are people on social media that would educate people on stuffs. So anybody is free to get these educations, read up. There are books, so much. so much. I wish we could talk. I wish we could really talk. And they know that we're talking, because there's nothing we're going to say here that if you say, okay, come and defend it, we'll not be able to defend it. History is history. History is there. Evidences are there. Right? But you know. My little one is back. Let me open the door for her.
When Korra went to the courthouse 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks prior to that, Korra was fooling all of them that she has paid for service. So if you have paid for service, it is the court. The court will process it. The court will send somebody independent to go and serve. They are not going to, ask your nanny or your friend to go and serve for you. But these people, they will still be arguing. No, you're supposed to pay school fees. No matter how many times you remind them that, hold on a minute, it is not compulsory. It is daycare. They will still be arguing with you. It's because of their own personal experience with white people, or their father or their mother, and especially during apartheid, a lot of them were born when apartheid was dying down. You don't forget. In South Africa, how many years ago did South Africa, got rid of apartheid? So
Can you imagine?
You can imagine the traumatic.
This woman is really unbelievable. This woman is really unbelievable. The kind of nonsense that is coming out from this woman's mouth. Now crap this woman need for her head. Me person just dey close to her, knock in head, tell her say, please get sense for once in your life. A fool at 40, they say is a fool forever. And this one has passed 40 many years ago and still talks like this.
Experiences that their father went through. They witness their father and their mother and their, in fact, the blacks in Africa and South Africa, what they went through. So they transfer that aggression on any white person.
Can you imagine?
They see. They believe that all whites are related.
Hi. This is the mentality. So I want everybody to hear this so you know the type of mentality this woman have. The reason why she's doing what she's doing.
But if you go to South Africa, you're a black American, you go to South Africa, they will be reminding you that you're not a South African, you are a black.
The level of nonsense that comes out of this woman's mouth is unbelievable. Okay, you said I should drop link. Okay. Wait. Invite. Copy. Post. Mommy, I don't want. Go to the kitchen and put it in the garbage. Ella. Give me a second. Give me a second. I have a guest. Out on stage. Welcome. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hi, host.
Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah, I
Go
have
ahead.
to jump in.
The floor is yours.
I heard my princess talking at the background, so I had to jump in.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can mute and attend to her, okay?
Okay. All right.
Sorry, everyone. My voice is bad. I'm not feeling too well. Anyways, the reason why I jump in also. So Cora's divorce issue, that shouldn't be any problem because they were, both granted the divorce by the court of law. However, it has also in racial whatever, brought in countries. I really don't know why these people are thinking like this, as if everybody on the internet we're all fools. What has appetite got to do with Cora's case? What? And for the woman, can you stop? And for the woman saying everything, I hope she can still go back to some of the statements she made online and then talk to herself. I really hope she can, because somebody could just see the obvious truth and get herself acquainted with Cora's story and want to support, not because of the color of the person's skin, not because of the race, not because of country. It's simply because they are seeing what they are seeing and they want to support. These people trying to make it to look as if it's the big R thing is not. Cora filed for a divorce, court granted them divorce, and these people did not want them to co-parent in peace. They keep picking everything that Cora does on her live stream, reporting to CPS. I really pray some of them can take ownership of their problems and be accountable for once. Be accountable for once. But obviously, they don't want to do that. Rather, they keep going round and round, going in circle to confuse people. Unfortunately, they cannot confuse everybody. They can confuse a few, but not everybody. So when I heard them talking about because of people went through during the appetite and all of them, it's laughable. When I mean laughable, it's practically laughable. For you to think, okay, those, even if they brought in appetite situation into this, what has it got to do with Cora and her supporters? What exactly does it have to do with it? I see a woman that has refused to be honest with the first place and do the right thing. Take responsibilities for your action. Be adult enough to take responsibilities. But it's not happening. And also, Liz made asked me a question about the thing I wrote. Yes, during the history, there was a civil war in Nigeria at the time, and that was I think 1967, and it ended 1971, maybe 67, 68. I'm not too sure exactly the date it started. So at the time, I believe the prime minister for the finance minister was Awolowo. Okay, the war was going the way it was going. A lot of countries supported Nigeria against the smaller ethnic group that wanted to cut away from Nigeria. They don't want to be part of the country at the time, and that was the whole, reason for what went on at the time. So when it was getting so serious, the suggestion was made by this man that if they stop means of them having finance, freezing all the bank accounts and all of those, it was called a hunger war. So that led to starvation in the eastern Nigeria and a lot of kids. I can't remember how many million kids and how many million families were gone, okay, during that war period. So that was what I was saying here. And then when the war ended, no matter how much you had at the bank before the war started, you were only giving £20. If you had millions of pounds in the account, no, you were only giving £20. So the Igbos lost everything they had before the war. They lost their properties, they lost their houses, they lost money in the bank. And at the time, it was their main man that was Minister of Finance at the time. So those were the suggestions made to Nigerian government, and they ran with it. And that was what brought the war to an end quicker than, bullets and all of those could. So that was what I was trying to explain. Host, if you're still here, let me know you're back so I can step down.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so that was what I wanted to clarify. People can support anybody just because they love you, just because they want to. Me, I did a live stream yesterday talking about Kamala Harris. I said I did not care whether the political party the person was coming from. So far as a female, I am going to support. So somebody could just see something, the things happening around Cora, especially how her little baby
Yeah.
was taken out of her when she was 4 days old. That is enough for
Yes.
women to gravitate towards you, to want to help and lend their voices. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with apartheid.
True.
This woman should be reasonably enough to say the truth. But unfortunately, I'm not surprised. She's claiming to be a
At all.
lawyer. That is a law profession that she is not. It's like, excuse me, how their oga patapata of their family is always referred. The president or prime minister Nigeria never had. You know, that kind of a thing, that he was most qualified to be president, but he was never Nigerian president. So this lady is gravitating to be a lawyer, which is a profession that she is not or will never. I wouldn't say never, because she might still go to law school, but it is what it is. So Lizzie said, "Thank you. Please explain the difference in the clans." Okay, how I'm going to explain it, we have a lot of, it's not really clans, because if you go through clans, we'll be looking at over 5,000 clans. So we have,
Exactly. You will not be able to finish.
honest, I don't even know all the clans in my hometown. Talk more of the Anambra state. You understand? Talk more of Eastern Nigeria. So the way I'm going to answer the question will be, we have three major ethnic groups, three, and then if you now
Hello? Is it just me? I can't hear you anymore, host.
okay, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You were talking.
Okay. So Liz, if you go to Nigeria, they have Hausa, they have Yoruba, they have Igbos. Then if you come down to the east, we now have the Efik, the Bibios, and then the if you go to upper north, you have the Fulanis, you have the Hausas, you have the middle belt at the what is it called again? Oh my god. I can't remember their tribes. Like I said, I cannot mention. If we start saying clans, we are going to be running out of thousands. But if we say ethnic group, yeah, we have three major. And then from that three major, if you go down and start splitting, we have over 500 languages spoken in Nigeria. So it's such a big place. But because the way they have projected the map of Africa to be small, why African continent is the largest continent ever, if you look at it in terms of landmass, in terms of everything. But they made it look so small. But I'm happy that the people are beginning to find out about the real map, the original map of the world, which will now put Africa as the biggest continent there is. So Nigeria is a huge place with multiple ethnicities, and every one of them is recognized to be equal. Unfortunately, some people are claiming they own the government, they own all of those, which is not what it's supposed to be. So at the time of Biafran War, they wanted to be out of Nigeria because the Biafrans felt Nigeria wasn't supposed to be in the first place, because the two people they amalgamated together, they don't have the same way of thinking, the same way of life, and the same way of living. But the Oyibos that came to colonize Nigeria formed Nigeria, forced, us on each other, which ordinarily it was an entirely different thing. So that was what led to the civil war at the time. But it is what it is. It's still happening. People are still agitating, those that want to agitate. However, I'm gonna leave it here, because if we start talking about Nigeria, we're going to lose the context of this conversation.
Thank you very much, host, for coming in to explain that stuff. Like I've said before, I know that the Awolo was, there used to be something in those days, and I know that there's a lot of history on them. Let her keep talking until people will go and start digging up things about that family, and she will see things will turn around for her. Because it seems like this woman is not stopping to see that because you want to defend, nobody's saying don't defend who you want to defend. Thank you so very much, Os, for coming in and explaining that part of the rubbish she's saying, all the nonsense that she was going back and forth between Nigeria, South Africa, Black Americans, and this and that. You can simply tell that this woman she's got no clue. She's got no clue because from when she was little, she was shipped out. So there's nothing she knows by her own family. And only her parents can tell the reason why they shipped her over to Europe in those days. So in her mind, I don't even think she ever returned. She just stayed back, pretending that she's a lawyer, she's a this, she's a that. So the woman really doesn't even know anything about her own people. She knows more about people like Justin, not about her own people. So hence she comes up spitting this type of nonsense, and this will actually embolden people like JD, made them feel like, oh, people like the Kim and the other group that the Crystal and the other group that Kim spoke about, why did they not put her in that group? Did this woman that just said all of these things, did she bother? Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my co-host. Thank you. Did she bother? Yes, Lisa, thank you so much. Yes. Did this woman ever bother to ask herself, why was that group only Caucasians? If Madam MIA thinks that she's so important and she knows it all, it is quite embarrassing to hear the kind of nonsense that this woman has actually spewed from her own mouth. Seriously.
Say something. I think it was the Cameroonian lady. I can't remember which one.
Now she started.
One of the gang alleged that she had HSIFD. You know what I mean? And that is when Flora started inboxing a lot of us, including Justin, about this link about we should donate money for the legal fees, that she's taking that woman to court. Now, the first thing both myself and Justin answer is, have you consulted with the solicitor who will assess your case? Because there's no way you go and open a GoFundMe first and then be asking people to donate money when you don't even have a solicitor. You don't have a solicitor. There's no legal paper presented to us or anything. So she became so upset that people are not donating. Then she will bashing people, and people were asking her critical questions. Have you consulted with your solicitor? Just the same thing Justin and I were advising, asking her, go and consult with the solicitor. Make peace. But a solicitor is the one who will assess whether you have a case or not. Then you can come on social media to ask for donation. But she was doing things, she want the money first, and then what? And then go and look for the store. It doesn't work like that.
One second, Princess. I'm throwing this out here because I said it in the beginning of my live. If you follow either one of those idiots, Flora or Lolo, I can't tell you who to follow, but please kindly unfollow me because I don't want to be associated with anybody.
This one is just
follows somebody who used their story for their.
Let me skip her bullshit.
This is how, oh my God, this is how devilish these women are. These two women are, in fact, I don't think I'm going to talk to any blogger for a while. And I'm serious because if this is the meaning of blogger or blogging, I think these people need to go around social media. They need to go and roam on social media.
Oh, yo, seriously, because when some people think that they are so smart, they will keep talking. And the more nonsense they spew out of their mouth, they're gonna end up putting themselves in a very difficult position where when they will call you to defend the things that you have said with your mouth, people forget that when you say something is out there, it's out there, mostly on social media. If you like, delete it. People will find it and they will put it on their page, and you don't have any right to tell them to put it out, to to do otherwise. You don't. So let this woman know that it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but someday people will hold her to this thing that she has said. And when they start digging into your family, things will come out and we will see the kind of person that you are. Let her continue. So exactly. And I didn't listen to this part. I just listened to the beginning part of the this thing, because it's a long conversation they were having. I didn't even know that she spewed all these type of things. And I'm like, let's just come and do it together.
So that they can stop messing up
Let me be
themselves.
putting comments so we'll catch up on all our comments.
They be like,
Yes, it's her. She's MIA.
Seriously. Look at what is happening on my page. Look at the day I started
Exactly.
using this as case study. Go and look at my page and look at the videos I started doing as a
Exactly. Yeah. Really loyal. Hey, Lisa finished us. This super sticker. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Thank you for that super sticker. I love it. I love it. Thank you. God bless you. I'm so grateful. Liz Laborda, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. May God reward you abundantly. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Oyo said, she said they should get a lawyer before asking for legal fee. But the person she's supporting up until 2024 still does not have a lawyer, but he has GoFundMe, buy me coffee, buy me everything. Did this woman put the same energy that she just used in bashing all these people and every other person here? Thank you so much. It's super chat. Liz Laborda. Thank you. Liz Laborda. Thank you. When these people talk, they will put themselves in trouble. This is how twisted, because people will wonder, like people that follow this story from 2024. A lot of people keep asking this question, but what is wrong with this woman? This woman is not making sense. If you go back and watch her from the beginning, that's when you will understand how twisted her mindset is. That's why when we bring in these videos, it's not because we're just trying to bring up old story. No, it's to broaden so people understand. People that didn't follow from day one. And even if you follow from day one, some of these videos, you can catch up, you can keep up. JD has several people supporting him, several WhatsApp groups. They have their blogs. Before you listen to this one, sometimes 2-3 of them are live at the same time. You cannot jump. If you jump from one to you will miss things. So you can catch up. So later on, things will be coming out, and you're like, oh, I missed this one. So when you hear something like this and you hear the way this woman talks, you can tell the kind of person she is. What said, JD asking for legal fees without any evidence of a lawyer. She didn't talk about that one. But yet she wants to come out and tell people that I only supported him, decided to support him because I saw that Korra and her people were oppressing. Your words alone shows who is the oppressor. This woman. Yes, so here's what said Liz. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Liz. So I need to send my Oyoyo her super sticker. I will just need to get her live. Oh, they have on videos also, even when she's not live. If you watch her a video that she posted, you can also give her super thanks, super sticker, and stuffs like that. It's all they have it available. That's how YouTube did it. So if you're supporting a content creator you like, if you miss the live stream, you can still do it, and the person will see it. YouTube will notify you in your comment section, and you will see that somebody super chatted you on your video also. Yeah. Okay, I did not know that. Yes, of course, if you're not a content creator, you will not know because most of these things they will put it out, and then if you create content, they will send those information to where they drop information for content creators. So that's where we used to read up on most of the YouTube this informations to know how they do it. And they also have, like YouTube also have a particular channel where they post videos and they inform content creators about the new things that they are releasing and what they are doing. So we also all follow that YouTube too. So we all watch to keep ourselves updated also. Thank you so much. Thank you. I said, okay, I did not know that. Mhm. So, okay, we've caught up with the comments, and let me.
Study. These parents, instead of them to thank God that they made money out of this issue, look at it. They want to destroy this man.
Can
and
you
they don't
imagine
expect to confess him.
somebody
They're
that
going to confess.
somebody that
Because
destroyed himself?
no matter what they do, Bonnie, we're going to remain focused on the children. What these evil women, these two evil women are plotting is to isolate Joseph
Can you imagine?
from people who they know are trying to help him succeed.
The two people that she's referring to as evil in 2023 are the two people that used to support him. Get it straight. They are all of the same gang, the same group. They're all friends, plotting and doing the most against Kale all together. Because these two, the Lady L in the UK, aka Madame Longmouth, and this other one that posted, the one in Canada, that posted where JD was admitting to doing a lot of things that can get him in jail, that he admitted by himself. These are the two people that she's referring to, that they should be grateful that they made money out of this whole thing.
And it is great.
These people know who he is. That's why they recorded him and kept evidence for themselves for the future. Now, is Madam MIA not explaining and explaining on Facebook? If she had had evidence the way these other people had, she would have posted it. But after the insult and everything he gave her, only anyway, she knows what she has done. She knows.
I've never seen anything like this before. Flora was the cause of her own problem. It was because Flora didn't mind her own details on her page. That is why all these two women and the more of this of their.
You're so correct. And for some reason, Joanne Sands, you're welcome, Queen. I just want to say, I've just seen your comment for the first time. You're welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. So it's so funny how they have one rule for JD and another rule for Kale and her supporters. JD has not shown evidence of a lawyer. JD asked for money for Jay's birthday, yet no party, yet no one said anything. They think that people are fools. That's what they think. That's why this woman can come out and say all manner of. Look what Kana is now doing to her in 2024. Now she's busy on Facebook explaining and explaining and explaining, talking about they're sending you threat. Why wouldn't they send you threat messages when this is how you think?
Information. In fact, it got to a point when Sarah said that it was the main wife or present wife of her ex-husband that was releasing ambassador details to the brothers. Remember? She denied that she was the one who released all this. She lied on her own child.
Lee said between Lady L and Madam, let me see. Yes, between Lady L and Lady MIA. I tell you what, it might be hard to tell for now because we don't have enough evidence yet. I mean, if more of the things that is being done is brought out, we will know. But when we look at it, it seemed like Lady L in the UK, her own hatred is coming from a place of jealousy. Her own is not coming from a place of, I just want to be wicked to this person. She knows what she's doing. She wants to cash out. She does not care whose head she's standing on, which is evil. But I think you have a point there that if we look in very deep, it seems like this Madam MIA that is running her mouth, she has done the most among all of them. Because if you remember, she came out bragging that he speaks to her when he wakes up in the morning and when he goes to bed. And Kim and the rest of them also confirmed the same thing. So it is very possible that she has done the most compared. The other one insults more in terms of using bad words. She can curse, she's ras, she's uncultured. Yes. But it seemed like this one that says she studied ethics and ethics and ethics all the time, Madame Colette, she has done the most because she used her money, her time, her expertise, and everything to build malicious case. With the six and Matua, leave current kids alone. They don't need you for nothing. Stay in your place. You are a stranger to both parents. Don't mind. It's just weird. Yo, thank you, little brother. Yo, got our first member. Yo, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining our membership. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful. Thank you. Wow. New member in the building, man. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, we got a member. We did. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, true. But I think when people look at it, because she's very loud, the one in the UK both of them are in the UK actually. Because Lady L is very loud, and I think she's his biggest blogger among all of them. I think she's the most famous. That's why a lot of people think she's like the number one or number two, but no, I don't think if you count the first five, she's even there. True. MIA and these other ones, they've done the most. I feel like MIA, Kim, and what's her name, Crystal, and those other ones. There's this other one that they keep mentioning her name, and I don't know. I've never seen her photo with that other lady. They've done the most because these people not only use their money, their time. They made sure they made reports. They were calling CPS, calling police, doing the most. You know, people like Miriam were doing their own all the way from the UK, fighting this cause. The woman, she's mean. She is very mean.
Child, that it was a child that released the audio. That released the audio. So your child, and when she was explaining, she explained that when the husband came to pick up the children, she mistakenly gave one of her son a phone, and her son was the one who released it. So how did the son know which blogger or where to release the audio to the extent that everything went viral? You see what, you see anytime Flora opens her mouth, look at the way she communicated herself. And
so you can imagine how this woman is upset that that woman actually released a video, whether purposefully, accidentally. That was something that the world needed to hear, because first of all, he came out and he did not sugarcoat his words when he started saying all the vile things that he said about Kale. He did not. So why are you now bashing this one of you people's member that asked you people to donate, even though JD didn't prove anything to you people? The other one paid almost $10,000 for fees. The other one went to ask people for donation to go shopping for him and to restock his refrigerator and whatnot. You spent your money that you said he's still owing you up until now. Why is it that JD can have all these luxuries from you people, and these other people, members that are working as his bloggers, when they ask you people to donate your invisible court case that does not exist, you want to complain? Why are you complaining? What they say, what is good for the what is good for the Ghanaians. If he can have it, why can't they also have it? The woman is good that the woman got angry, and sometimes one of these things is scammer, and released that recording that revealed a lot about this man, and that actually opened a lot of people's eyes. The more fact that MIA went to the extent to take care of children away, and she doesn't see anything wrong with it up until 2024. You've been on this case for how many years? Building, fighting, trying to get the woman's kid from her. Well, are we surprised if your own parents shipped you away to Europe to go and study ethics? Like, we didn't have any schools in Nigeria where you could study your ethics, since that's what we always hear from her, ethics and collating of evidence. We don't have people that are studying law in Nigeria. Oyoyo that is here, is Oyoyo not a lawyer? Didn't she do her law this in Nigeria before she went to the US and bagged more degrees? So what are we saying? There is no excuse this woman can give her, but they shift her out, so she does not understand, that family value and things like. So that's why this woman is in need of that empty space of not having a family, Madam MIA, because at early age they had already shipped her away. So what Madam MIA had to do was to go and try to look for people. And I don't think this is the first family that this woman have actually tried to meander her way into, to try to pretend all in the guise of, I'm trying to help you people. Do you understand? She will insert herself into your family issue because she does not have family. She doesn't have that family ties, that family belief, family value, family, name it. So she will force herself, because that's what we see with JD. This woman the man came out and said, leave me alone. What don't you understand? He said it in plain language. Leave me alone. Stay away from me. You're a fake lawyer. You're a scammer. You people are useless. Everything this person said. Why is it that this woman is still stuck with that man? Tell me.
you can destroy the reputation of that child. Who does that to their children? You did something wrong, instead of you to apologize. Just like Matthew was sabotaging the people case in our subscriber group. Instead of this lady to apologize and to respect their followers that, hold on a minute, I've done something wrong. My followers, they love me, they respect me, they've showered me with gifts. Because of this case, I've made so much money. Why can't let me just apologize to what I did? Because myself and Justin, we move on. We didn't even talk about, their betrayal and, all this kind. We didn't say nothing in public. So they should have moved on. But Flora wants to be smart. And a lot of people, they assume that, the audio is going to put Justin in trouble. The audio said this, he was plotting against korra and all that.
The fact that this woman does not see anything wrong with the audio Oh, I don't know if we played that. I know that we did that analysis. I don't know if we played it. I believe we did, but it will be on the playlist. If I could find that video, I would have reshared it in my community so people go back and listen to hear JD's words. The fact that you could listen to that audio, hear JD say the kind of things, giving out Cora's phone number, and as he's before he did it, he's saying, "I'm not going to send you her phone number as a text, so I don't leave paper trail because it is illegal for me to give out her personal information without her consent. And if she finds out, I could be in big trouble. You get a pen and paper, I will call the number for you and you write it." And he gave his ex-wife's number to a total stranger that you don't know what that the person's plans for your ex-wife. You don't know what that person wants to do, but you felt comfortable because that person was supporting you. Total strangers you've never met, people that you just saw online. He gave out his full online. When he gave her the phone number, her own side, and he said, "She will not talk to you." These were JD's words. She will not talk to you except you tell her you have something on her. He was the one that suggested that sex tape thing to her, to tell her that there is a video like that circulating about her, that's the only way. Because in the moment this woman calls and says, "Hello KO, I'm a blogger, I want to hear your own side of the story," bam, she will end the call. This is a woman he's been married to for how many years? He knows her. He knows that she doesn't talk to strangers like that. She's not the blogger's guy. His words, that she will not talk to you, she will drop the call on you. So he suggested that. Is that not blackmail? Or it's just me, my mind is just running wild? You telling somebody to tell somebody that this thing exists, is that not blackmailing the person to try to get the person's attention? People say he gives Cora and Nancy too. It's just weird how this woman heard that and still doesn't think anything is wrong.
Did the audio didn't have any criminality involved?
Can you imagine?
Shows that a man who is desperate to protect his wife. His wife did this thing. And you see, this is why I said, that some of these things became this escalated because Justin was trying to protect Cora. And now look at
Can you imagine? Did this woman just open her mouth to say that there was nothing wrong with that audio? This is what this woman just said. That audio that all of us listen to, that is still over on the social media, we analyzed it here. Every video I've ever done or live stream about KO and JD, I have all of them on one playlist. How do you listen to that and you can come out and tell us to our face that there's nothing wrong with that audio, that there's nothing criminal, when he himself said it with his own mouth, that he could go to jail?
Where is, protecting Cora, fighting in the court left and right.
And she keeps saying he's protecting. Isn't it obvious that this person is not protecting anybody and has never ever tried to protect his ex-wife? Man.
A lot of people, when all this settles, a lot of people, they will reflect back. They will reflect back and regret going after Justin.
We shall see.
Because they are not blind.
We shall
everything
see.
I've got, if Justin has done something wrong to Cora, there's no way I'm going to support it. Trust me on that. Because I don't do that. In the Nigerian community, if I see something that is, don't even expect me to follow somebody because of my tribe or because I love them or because it's because of the value they are bringing to the table. And if I support you, no matter who you are, if you mess up, I'm moving on. I don't lick ass. I don't. Since my childhood. But you see, one thing is so
Can you
evil in
imagine?
these
You know,
ladies have
this woman just says all of these lies and she expects people to just swallow it and see it as the truth that she's saying. If JD has done something wrong to KO, I will not support him. Has he not done so many things? Even when he came out after he lied and came out and he took back his words, did she come out to say, oh, wow, so you knew that was not true, but you said it anyway? How many times has this man been caught in his lies? Has she ever said anything? This woman, you don't worry. Come, I go catch
what
you.
they care about. It's not the children. It has nothing to do with justice. It's about the money. It's about the relevance. Again, something that is missing in their personal life. Because I've never seen anything like this before. And at the end of the day, people should not be worried about, oh, it's going to affect justice in court. Excuse me. Social media is not the court. And that is why we make sure that we don't get access.
Really? Social media is not court. Wow. This is Madame that said she studied ethics. I have so much background in law. I have this, I have that. And social media does not affect court. Eh? Did we not see in the case of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? Didn't they call TMZ to come and testify for something they had posted when they were asking Amber Heard about another person that she was dating, that whether she slapped or they were fighting in an airport or something like that? She was saying it didn't happen, this, that, that. Where was those information posted? Was it not on social media? Have we also not seen where somebody is convicted of something, like the man that used a knife, bought a knife and used it to unalive someone? I don't remember who he unalive, and he went and sold that knife online. Did they not collect that evidence where he had said that it's a brand new knife, I've only used it to butcher one person or something along that line? Which case are we going to mention? Which case are we not going to mention? This woman she does not have any clue of anything happening around the world, but yet she's the loudest.
Into the social media, because we don't give it 10 about what she wears. All those are drama on social media. It didn't have nothing to do with what was going on in court. But some people, they don't get it until they are in different situation. So,
oh really? Lisa, I like doing family law because clients like to post their business on social media. I'm old school. You see, it's only Miriam that doesn't understand a thing.
And they will find themselves in a tight position that Justin found himself. Legal matters. And I pray that this.
Apologies, I think they what is it called? It's really terrible. The audio, I don't know, I can hear his sound. It's coming from the live stream. I don't know, the so-called intelligent people did not check their sound and everything. When you have an interview, you have to make sure your everything is going well.
With the blogger on social media, because that is what they are supporting. Because a lot of them, they don't do their critical thinking. I hope and I pray that any social media court to win their case is legal, in a proper legal court. Because that is what they are saying. Because I don't understand what the competition is. If there's going to be any competition, I was the one who's supposed to be blogging about this matter for 1.5 years. I'm not going to go give it to any blogger or call any blogger.
This is her problem. This woman wants all the glory. She wants to be in the spotlight, attention seeking. She wants to insert herself in the middle of everything. And she thinks people can't see through her. It's a pity.
I didn't, because I have to do everything selflessly. I have to remain focused on winning in the court. And that is what I focus on. Despite myself,
exactly. Confidentiality and privilege. This woman,
I have to
Did she even study the ethics?
Beg one
I
of my
don't know.
senior to please help. These people, they don't have a clue what they put this man through. And now that everything is over, they don't want it to be over. And that is why you are seeing all these ragamuffins coming out with their rear end. They need that Facebook on Facebook. Shame on them. But you see, people say I shouldn't reply.
Welcome, my face. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today.
Like this, when I listen to that video, she was even saying
you will catch up at it's already 1 hour 59 minutes.
Because of my phone calls, she's nearly lost her man and all that kind of stuff. Who does that? That is too. She finished. This woman, before you start asking people for $12,000 donation for a legal fees, you are showing off Louis Vuitton, or you have a rich new white man, that is following you. You are traveling with the white man and all that kind of stuff. You are proud.
This man likes to talk about Oyibos. This woman likes to talk about this. Is this an obsession or what is going on now? Everything she talks about these people every time.
That you are involved with the white man that you met on the dating app, no problem. But then you showing all those expensive hotels, all this exaggerated sense of richness or whatever. But you are the same person who wants all these poor people on social media to donate money to your legal fees, $12,000. Why can't you ask your rich?
Didn't she say that Jade is owing her more than $12,000? Oh, because this one is a woman, and she wants you people, after you people connived and plotted against Kale, she wants you people to donate for her so she can do her court case. No, that's a problem because she did not show you the legal attorney. But when Jade asked you to finish a case for him, or else he's going to honor life himself, you went and used your own money to pay to do it for him, right? Because you were waiting for the cucumber that you never received because he chose Summer instead of you.
The next week before, because that's what you're supposed to do. There's no way I'm going to have the rich papi like she called Papa that she called the man. And I'll be asking people, strangers on social media for donation for the trouble that I created. Who are these people? And something I think we should create awareness, about all these occasions who go to Africa, they copy rubbish and they protect diaspora. And these people, when immediately they get their permanent residency, they start exposing them to trauma. They destroy their life.
You can imagine mindset.
Be aware. Where is their embassy? Why can't their embassy start creating awareness? I know there's a lot of money. So many embassies websites, but they should put it on TV, on radio station, warning them, because this is too much. There's
this woman is just doing so much. It is. You see how karma works. This woman added all this energy and everything to fight for JD. Yeah? She fought so hard for JD because she thought she will forever be that number one person. That once you contact him, he will tell you, well, we have to run this by Madam MIA first to see what she says. If she approves, we go ahead. If she this, she that. To her, she has found a place. All of those things that was missing in her life that the River Awoyayas did not do for her when she was a child, because they shipped her out to this thing to go and study ethics. Even though we have all the universities with ethics, that somebody would not rest. This woman and ethics. But this woman did not remember that someday JD would turn his back on her. So she was doing and saying all this nonsense, throwing her own people under the bus. Even though she knows that she's lying.
Fantastic, well brought up African beauty with brain.
Even you're not well brought up. Well, look who's talking about well brought up.
It's really,
Exactly.
they end up picking rubbish that will destroy their life. People who hasn't finished school.
You see?
Come on now.
Did you hear that? People who haven't finished school. Doesn't that sound familiar to you people? JD will never ever want to say that Korra did go to school. He wants everybody to think that Korra didn't go to school. The only thing Korra is good at is twerking. But Korra did go to school. And you see the statement this woman is making, people that did not finish school, this one, that one. You that you said you went to school and studied ethics, this is what you learned in the school of ethics that you went to. If the kind of school that this MIA went to is school, then nobody would bother to go to school, because it seemed like people go there to get more knowledge. You went there to be more foolish.
Through that francophone blogger, that Cameroonian blogger, that we know that Flora is on her third marriage or so, isn't it?
Well,
we didn't know that thing.
For this woman to even use that word, look at that francophone blog. Miriam, shame on you. Are you not ashamed using words like francophone, anglophone, francophone? But well, your River family is another one. So it runs in you people's blood. Then they go name airport after all.
Is this second marriage or third marriage?
The man, well,
exactly.
Edward was the second husband, and she wasn't even, I don't even think
These
she
are
was
women.
21 years old when she was in her second.
These are women counting. Oh, I don't know if she's 21 when she's her first marriage, in her second marriage, in her other. But you see how some people think. Why are you counting how many times someone have been? Were you in the person's relationship? Do you know what went wrong that made the person to take a walk? People just like to throw a low blow, and they think it makes them feel, oh wow, I'm fierce, I'm smart, I'm this, I'm savage. You just an oluku, ordinary oluku.
We didn't know about that. We were supporting her because we think that she, one day, very soon, we were hoping that Korra listened to our advice. Because all the advice she was
Korra
giving
listen to
was
you people's advice. If she does, she's doomed.
But then she changed.
But
And
she's smarter.
when some people were commenting that, oh, please leave this woman. She has changed because she's trying to attract Korra. She's trying to get Korra.
Trying to compare herself. Like, lady, you married a man that's like 30 years older than you. Are you serious?
If you see, but those men should know that hold on, in this type of marriage doesn't last. But
these ones that are talking, they've not showed their own.
And now she's with another one, another woman, showing off, doing all these things, I have a rich boyfriend at net and all that. Everybody was happy for her. Even me, I was happy for her. Because look, the thing about me is that no matter what your past is, as long as you learn and you grow. But I don't like it when you want to use your own past to impose that trauma on somebody else. That is where you will get it wrong with me.
Exactly.
Because any negativity that we experience in our past, we're supposed to use that experience to motivate others to do.
We see how you're using your own to motivate JD to cause havoc.
Lives. But this woman, they have a resolved issue. Then they will be imposing it on the men they meet in their journey. They'll be imposing it on the friends they meet. And most of them, they have something in common. They are ungrateful organs. They don't have no common sense. Nothing.
It's just painting this woman.
Nothing.
That she's not. People are blogging since we can't even blog.
You have to, oh my God. Funny. I post the conversation with Korra. If I post them on my page, Korra will close down her page.
Can
see,
you
that is
imagine?
why I'm happy that I have the screen recording of the video she made. If I post the WhatsApp conversation between me and Flora, Flora will close her page. People will be afraid to even, communicate with her. Because how can anybody lie like that? So she assumed that because I fuck her and and I've removed her from my WhatsApp, so I don't have copies of every conversation. That is the same
Her
mistake
job is to threaten.
they make.
Her job is to threaten. If I post. Now you think they don't have something on you. You people will post until you end up in jail. They've all done all these illegal things together, and then she's threatening the woman. Somebody that both of you were in the same WhatsApp group. Continue, post her own. You will screen record her own part, remove your own part, post her part. And you think she will not go and screen record too and post your own part. Ah, wait.
But you see, these people, they are very unintelligent. They need therapy. They have to understand that selflessness will make you what you want to do when you do things selflessly. We just talking about this person and a mother who goes from mental illness and a father who is so too young and naive.
Can you imagine? Did you hear that description? The children have a mother who is going through mental illness. This is somebody that said she's well versed and read. But every single thing that JD told us, she swallowed and came online and she's vomited exactly the things that this man told her. A mother that is suffering from mental illness and a father that is naive. Really? Were you the doctor that diagnosed her that she has such? The woman does not have sense, because it is one thing for someone to tell you something. It's another thing for you to say, you have to present. If I have to go out there to say these things, you have to present me with proof beyond these people are just very lucky that it's somebody like Kale. If it's some people with all these type of statements, they will take you to court. You will come and prove where you saw that they have mental illness, because she was not spoken about you for once. She doesn't know you, she's not paying attention. So for you to tarnish her image and try to destroy her brand, she can take you to court.
It's a shame. It's a shame that people with money first and their stupid relevance on social media first before anything else. This is the time we're supposed to be creating awareness so that something like this doesn't happen again. So that more and more Africans will learn how to avoid self-sabotaging themselves. Their interest when they get to the diaspora.
This one is the one that is sabotaging herself.
I don't think it will ready.
And another one especially that I want to stand up for, as like I said before, when Mama Burna Boy's mother, made that announcement when she accepted that award for Burna Boy, she said, always remember that you were African before you were anything else. Like I said, that statement runs chills through my body because it is so true. It is for all of us.
I beg. Now they call Burna Boy, mama.
Please represent yourself well. Stop representing yourself like a fucking moron.
This woman, close your mouth. You don't have any. You don't have any moral right or whatsoever to mention Burna Boy's mother. That woman is hardworking and straightforward. Don't bring her into your messy lifestyle, because that's not gonna work. Not at all. It's not.
On trying to prove a point that, oh, we're like kind of like, oh, my bola is bigger than you, my bola is bigger than yours type of game. We're not playing that game. As an American, one thing that I'm always
Close your mouth.
gonna stand up
can
for,
be. You don't have brain. You
do
just
not
look.
use somebody for your own selfish advantage. If you meet someone in the diaspora, please No matter what you're going through in life, don't use that person. Only be with
It's
that
the
person for
is that their blogger. I really don't even know have the full name of this person. The blogger that did the other interview that well, she pretends that she's an American. Don't everybody claim they're American? Okay. Anybody can claim that they're from space or from Jupiter. Who knows where this lunatic is from? Really. Uh, she's the one that did the other interview where the lady was trying to spill some truth about this JD, this their whole situation, and she was muting and covering the camera. It's the same person. From the sound of her voice, I know that is she, but I don't know who these bloggers. MIA mentioned her first name when we were listening earlier, but I didn't want to repeat it because this person is really lousy. This woman she's a very lousy person. Seriously, she's a very, very lousy woman. She thinks that she has arrived as an American person. No,
if it's genuine. Because at the end of the day, whatever you may be going through, if you're in a disadvantaged country, it's not that person's fault. Whatever you're going through. And at the end of the
you see why I said this one cannot even be an American. Which one is if you are in a disadvantaged country? If somebody hear you now, they will not think that you're one of the Indians. When they talk about people that own America, they will call you too. Oh, look, land, the other people arrived before the land stealers arrived and tried to push them away. This woman and Miriam, their foolishness, it's just beyond me. I just knew she wanted to say something stupid. When people start with all this, I am an American, just know that they want to tell you something stupid.
you wouldn't like to be used either.
The
Right
same
now,
way that Miriam will come and tell you, I studied ethics and I studied this and I did that and I did the other one and I didn't do the other one. When they open their mouth, is complete nonsense you hear. No.
oh, current events right now. That
Thank you,
country
thank
that
you,
is
thank
north,
you.
well, I would say northeast of Nigeria. Niger. Niger was a French colony, and it is extremely poor
Look,
because
see Mumu they talk.
France and other Western countries have exploited that country for decades for uranium and gold. And
This woman doesn't. These people they don't.
over
They
like
just.
a month or two ago, they decided to lead a coup to kick their president out of office because they got tired of him being a puppet for the country and allowing these
How is it?
Western nations.
You see these people that don't know anything, eh? You see all this thing. She's just all of what this woman is saying now. She doesn't even know what she's saying. Huh. So she sent her a letter saying she would help her get a flat in Nigeria and sort her with money. It was on her life. You can imagine, eh? Janet Nicholson. You see, you know, when somebody is so quick to praise themselves and come and tell you how many things they've achieved in life, unwarranted, like nothing warrants that you come and give that information. You're just giving it out. It means that there's something wrong with that kind of person. This one that started her statement, immediately she said that I told you, because nobody asked you where you're from. If you want to say something, say something. The people are already listening, so there was no need coming in and trying to explain.
For their natural
This woman, let me skip. We don't want to hear her nonsense. What does she know? She doesn't even know what she's talking about. Niger, you lead the coup to go to where? And it's just strange.
Don't forget, a lot of people they want some of the chorus followers.
Including you that wants both of their followers. Look who is talking. Some people want chorus followers, including Madame MIA that wants not only chorus followers, but also wants what is it called? JD's followers. So she will put it and she'll be very popular. But go and check. I don't know how many followers this woman has. Whether just 8K or I don't know 14K or 8K or something or 18K somewhere around there. Her mates they've reached 20 something, 30 something K, 50 something K and be going. These two are just there gallivanting the whole of Facebook like vagabonds. If I said if I said I thought Nigeria was an English country, she was trying to talk about Niger, but she doesn't even know what she's talking about. Is Niger she's talking about? But she doesn't even she's confused. That's why if you too, she can't confuse you with the talk. You see, when people are trying to sound smart and they don't even know the left from their right. And then she's talking, and then they let the coup, and then they did the coup and the coup and the coup and the other coup. Wahala, not they finish.
Then I mean, Korra will be using them instead of expert. But it doesn't work that way. It's the same thing that Lolo is doing now, attacking friend, releasing all these secret audios as she called them, in order to attract in order to attract Koreans. And she's getting because they're grabbing for her. You see what I mean? Because look, the just thing they allege to be supporting has won this case. So, as far as they're concerned, they are
Who won World Peace? It's not this person that came out 2024 and was telling us episode 1 to episode 13, even went and pulled his mother to make caricature of his mother on live stream on Facebook, talking about his family criminal record. Father been to jail, brother been to jail, mother been to jail. Who else is left in the family to go to jail? Their job is to do illegal things.
way of investing. There's no more money on just things. They are getting to Korea now before everything stops. If you look at it, that's one of the reasons. So, how can they achieve this?
Now, what this woman is accusing other people for is actually something that she herself she had actually done, right? She is now talking from both sides of her mouth now to try to sound like she's a good person and whatnot. Besides, Shoko, don't mind her. She doesn't even know how to say the name because the two names sound very similar. So if you're not careful the way you say, you know, people will think that you're talking about Niger, you're talking about Nigeria, because actually some people call it Nigeria. So if you say Nigeria, you've actually combined the two countries together. You understand? So it sounds, even the spelling, it look very similar. So I said Niger, don't say Niger, and then in Nigeria we also have Niger State. And she just doesn't know what she was talking about. She was trying to sound smart, but then she shot herself on the foot with her mumu talk.
Who are close to justice, who they prove that he's giving spies, supporting him.
Yes, so
childish.
the loudest noise is what they make.
My comment section, this is very childish. No, I think Trish put the meaning of childish. She, oh my God, she put it there, and this time, it's like Trish know that this is going to happen to them. Because all this nonsense they are doing doesn't make sense.
Agologo.
It doesn't make sense. This childish. And now look, they stand up against Freda, and Freda has something is happening to Freda's account and all that. That's why I said look, if you don't take action, people will, continue to,
the so-called person that is so tush, so posh, so smart, so well read and well passed. Her brain did not tell her that when you conduct an interview, one of the first things you check is your sound. In fact, even when you're doing a regular video, you have to check your sound. Make sure your sound and everything is okay. Her own is doing kulu kutu 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 kuru kutu kutu kutu. These are the two people that said they came to a letter. Piguen tu algo. Piguen tu algo. Ela, pigue.
Because you are
Yeah, this is sick. It's sick at this point.
this day, even if it's a whole day, this last year, even if it's a whole day, sit there. Because the FBI they talk to you and then they let you know that yes, they did a lot of files, they are investigating. But when they see they fasten their investigation, because you are the reason why a lot of people are being attacked. You are the one that is being attacked. And it's affecting your business, it's affecting your children, it's affecting your mental health. And another thing I've noticed, Bonnie, another thing I've noticed is that there's some other women who don't have a page. They are even upset that Justin is picking up somebody's phone call, he's not picking up somebody's phone call, or Justin is responding to somebody, or he's not responding to them. And I'm like, please focus on the children. As long as you focus on the children, you won't even bother whether you pick up your call or not. So
The thing is, this person that is saying focus on the children never did focus on the children. This woman was focusing on everything that JD was doing. It was not about the children, because if it was about the children, all of them would have stood their ground after that woman did all those videos and that woman was distributing. But did they say anything? None of them said anything until that person that leaked that first clip. Now she's screaming, focus on the children.
Because you can imagine how many thousands of emails, how many thousands of phone calls, how many thousands of messages this man is receiving.
Right.
Because don't forget there's about 500 video evidences there out there.
500 videos.
Majority of this video include children being abused or neglected. So imagine people from across the world that are following Korra. Even Koreans were sending video evidence to Justin. So if Justin didn't reply you, don't.
This is no, just to try to make people that were sending him stuff that he ignored to not be angry. Said if people were the Koreans too were sending video evidence to JD, you wish, you really wish.
Don't take it. Since last year, and don't forget.
She said they should not take it personal, but then this one in 2024 was this person that is defending him like this is the same person that removed her gray hair from her hair, her white hair, and used it to place a curse on JD.
Sit here, I have to be, brainstorming about, the best language to use to defend, to prepare a defense. And because that defense is going to send it to solicit.
What do you mean you were looking for the best language to use? I've never heard a lawyer say that they're looking for a best language to use when they are preparing a case. Is that not why you went to school to study? You see why JD called her a fake lawyer, because all the thinking she did, and then she now finished brainstorming. The thing she prepared went to court, it flopped, because the main people that went to school and studied law knows how to prepare case. By the time he now went and got a lawyer and took it to court, the judge and everybody got confused. They were like, who prepared this thing? Did the person even see the four walls of law school?
But Flora lied that I'm a solicitor. Where did she ever hear me say I'm a solicitor? You see the way these people, they just put themselves.
Only she will say things like that makes her look like she's a solicitor. That she said the other lady is lying on her head. That she didn't say she was a solicitor.
Trouble. And
yeah, I think people defend him from the UK.
Can you imagine that? And this person I know I live in the UK because I've phoned into our program several times to support her, just like we used to phone into Lolo's talk show.
Lolo's, right?
Before Lolo, then because a lot of people were following from Justin were following her,
and that's something else. That's something I want to throw out there. This is how retarded some of you people are. For the
Yeah.
especially with Longmouth and Flora. First of all, how is Princess seeking attention when she's literally been behind the scenes and has not come out and shown her face for over a year
Hello,
and a half?
Julie
How did
Stitch.
she?
Hello, Julie Stitch. Welcome, Queen. Thank you for joining us. Seriously, Efe, you're very correct. You are very correct. These people, they don't have a single love for themselves. That's why they try to fight everybody that loves themselves and try to make their lives miserable. That's how you know you can spot miserable people, because they will try to transfer their own anger, their bitterness, their horrible lifestyle, and everything, and they will project it on you and try to make your own life miserable too. That's a good way to identify them. You're so right. So correct.
Look for attention. If she really wanted a platform, she would have came out and had a platform just like you guys did last year, but she didn't.
And you know the funniest thing? I have I've been on Facebook ever before Lolo and Flora. You see all these friends? Go and check when they come to social media and go to my page and click about. You know Facebook will not lie. The date you open your account will be there. I've been on this social media way before these friends.
You've been on social media does not mean that you know how to work that social media. That's the difference. These people came in, saw that this man is a liar and everything, but they still wanted to use him to grow. And he too, he saw that he could use them. So they were using each other. You just went in, and because of you, you went in with wickedness from day one. You made up your mind to show this woman that you offered to you invited her to the UK, you wanted to do this for her, get her a home, get her this, get her all of these plenty things, and she just keep completely ignored you, which is the normal and right thing to do. Who travels from how many thousand miles to go visit somebody that you don't even know? Who does that? No reasonable person would. So why are you even pissed
Who
off?
think that money is everything? Who thinks that somebody like me, I'm going to be sitting on social media day and night analyzing about what Korra eats, what Korra is not eating for 1.5 years because of the money? They are crazy. If, if it's about the money, with all the information I have, you think I'm not going to be using it on my page when I know that my page is monetized? When I know that I have a page, I've been on Facebook before then.
Madam, you cannot use those information because you're afraid that it will backfire. And you know that you'll be going to jail. People like Madam Longmouth, those ones, I don't think they even care if they go to jail. They've seen Wakashege in this life. Your parents bundled you and shipped you early, and they were sending you money, doing everything for you. So you know that when you go to jail, it's going to be something else for you. So that's why.
But if you listen to Flora's video, she make it look as if I've just opened my page. That, oh, she's just opened her page. She want to make money. Excuse me. You see, this is how these people, they carry a lot of unnecessary lies, disgracing themselves. Unknown to them, a lot of people will be so curious. They will come to my page and they will want to come and cross-check. They will come and cross-check. Because remember when that Afrocentric, or what she call herself, when everybody was saying, yes, exactly. When a woman starts telling us that, oh, Flora is pulling all of it, this is Flora, this is the real Flora and all that. What did people do? Including me. I click it because it is the same Flora oh my God, she's so dumb. She went to that woman's page and copied what this woman was writing about her. Including the woman's name was attached to what she was putting on her own page. And that is how the majority of people, they know who she's referring to. And then what did we do? We went to that woman's page to cross-check what is going on. And that is where we found out that, this is the real Flora. We saw the paper, we read the paper. And I'm like, hold on a minute. No. These people are going too far. And because of that, we just move on. we just move on to looking for somebody who's going to help us to be advocating. I mean, to focus on the children. But you see, one thing I don't understand is when they talk, they do life. Don't they think that people will cross-check? My Facebook was open in 2009. Lolo came to Facebook for the first time in 2016. 2016. Can you imagine this idiot?
And this one, she's not
They don't
ashamed of
even know
of
how
herself.
to mobilize. You see all this nonsense they're doing?
She's not
They
ashamed of
sending
herself that
money to
she's fighting.
Nigeria to
She's fighting with all these people that are old enough to be her grandchildren. The way she's talking. I'm older than this one. I'm older than this one. I'm this one and that one. She keeps bragging and bragging, but still, she does not understand that she needs to
poor
stop.
people to be going to my parents to go to compare that to when I talk about the subject matter Nigerian community knows me about, which is politics. Go and look how many views over that.
You don't have
it with the allegation Justin was facing in
you
court.
don't have any views, Madam. Rest.
Your own motives was to analyze them. In fact, it's not analyzing, trolling everything Korra did from morning to night. Bringing the video, showing the video.
She just wants to make people to go and attack the other one and then see her as the good one. That's what she's doing. Now, 2023, it was the one that is with her over there in UK. 2024, she brought in the one in the US and she started analyzing. These people are just unbelievable.
This is what is happening. Look what they're doing to further. Exactly. Nobody who is close to you should be attacked. So many followers, so many of Justin's followers, they were attacked, their family were attacked and all that kind of stuff.
By
so
you people.
At the end of the day, he is the one who needs to walk into the FBI. Facebook was created by an American citizen. Go with the fact. He's got all the evidence.
Did you hear that? Facebook was created by an American citizen. So because Facebook is created by an American citizen, in this woman's mind, it simply means when an American does something wrong, the American citizen also have to support his fellow American citizen that did wrong. And the American judicial system, the court system, everything, legal system has to also support the American citizen. This woman does not have any brain. This woman does not understand that people have rights in this world. You just don't do anything you like and think that you're going to walk into court because you are the one that is from that country. Magically, the judge is going to side with you. Now, of course, you're one of them. Yes, you are a citizen. So yes, you are right and the other person is wrong. I'm not even going to look into the case. I just know because yes, you look like me and you are right. And the case will end. Let him walk into FBI. You're pushing him to go to FBI. Let him go to FBI. We will see who will end up in FBI's net. He will walk in with the evidences and the same evidences that he will walk in with, they will use it to prosecute him.
Go in there.
She's not thinking.
And sit in there until he was allocated an officer. It needs to do that.
Yes,
if
it is.
Doesn't do that. Excuse me. They are not going to allow him to grow.
I don't understand why he doesn't. I just don't get it. It's like, why have you been allowing?
She doesn't care at all. At all.
These people to come after you for almost 2 years.
She just talks nonsense. So because Mark is this thing,
supporting somebody,
so everybody should fly.
Having somebody get away with so many things that could have given me peace of mind, and at the end of the day, people around me are suffering and taking bullets.
Someday
it's got to stop it.
Someday, all of these things she said will come back and haunt her.
Stop. Trust me on that.
It will. These things, these words that came out of this woman's mouth from the beginning of this saga,
this is way too
it will
much.
come back and haunt her.
I mean,
She
I've
just
never
doesn't
seen
know yet.
anything like this before, especially with somebody who's not even aggressive and someone who's not even trying to even put up a fight. He's not even defending himself. What are you doing?
It's
Really terrible.
the thing is, he's got the power to do what he has to do, and it's up to him if he does it. But at the end of the day, you know, one thing I always think that people need to understand the law because they think money. Serious, let's be serious now, yeah. Think about this, so that you will know that this is the need of psychiatric evaluation. Think about this. Go and look Lulu into the True Color page. How many followers does she have on that page? So that's the page she created when she see that these followers they're coming, to her and in full force. Yeah. Right.
Liz, according to her, I've not seen photos or anything, but remember in 2024 when she came out and did that video where she was after JD called her a scammer and a fake lawyer and said people should avoid her. She now came out, she was screaming and getting angry. On that video, she said that she does not blame him, that even her last child, this was the words of this woman, that her last child is older than JD. And remember, I think JD just celebrated 35 or 36 birthday. So if Miriam is saying that her last child is older than JD, so roughly her last child is somewhere around the age of 37, 38, 39, somewhere around there, 40. So somebody of that age, if her last child is past 36, then at least she should have a grandchild or grandchildren. She should, if she's telling the truth. But she does not behave like one. She does not behave like a mother nor a grandma.
If you look at Riyadh Explorer, how many followers does Riyadh Explorer have? How many? So that you will know that these women are sick. How many? Let me tell you what you think. And compare it with how many followers Justin is having.
How many?
You see what I mean?
This one wants to compare these people to JD's page. Remember, JD's page is a page that was built by Korra herself. You cannot compare the page that Korra helped to build to a page that these people started by themselves. That's why most of them are really upset, because they cannot pull the crowd. If Korra was still with this thing, do you all know that JD would have been in his millions by now? JD would have been counting million point, at least 1 point or 2 points, or even 3 million. Now that Korra's hit 8 million. There's no way JD won't have at least 2 million followers if Korra was still building his page for him. So I don't understand how it makes sense for this woman to be comparing these her other cohort people to his own page. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't. So why don't someone notify her children and tell them about the conduct? Maybe if she has, maybe they are very busy and nobody cares about that yet. But with the way they are fighting themselves since 2023, and it's like it's getting worse, they're always insulting themselves, doing the most. Maybe so very soon they will find out, and it will be somebody from their group that will inform them, and maybe they will give her ultimatum to
How
stop.
many followers of Lolo who is claiming that I'm the one on this platform? This is what we did for him. That's why Justin can go to his page and now focusing on his work. This is
The problem is that this lady that she just mentioned now is trying to take the glory, and this woman does not like to share it. She wants to keep all the glory to herself. So I still do not believe JD is 36. He looks about 48. Who knows? But that could also be from the stress and whatnot, because that too, since he started this whole dragging of his ex-wife and all of that. So maybe that has also helped to age him faster. Who knows? But that's what he said. He said 36, right? This June, a bit July.
According to Lolo, she's the one who done this with the dad, with the this. But you are talking about a man who has almost 1 million followers. But you don't even have up to that.
Yeah, J-Love, it looks that way. I think they might be very busy people, or he or she too made a lot of mistakes, and they don't have that family connection where families are talking, are having family time. Once, even though everybody's in, for example, like a different country, they have like WhatsApp groups where all of you just go in as family and you people chat, conference calls. Although maybe they don't have that type of, because I feel like if they do, they would have noticed that she's really miserable online and doing the most.
1,000 followers from your tutor. So how can you sit there and make that calculation that it's because of you that you can have peace on his page? Meanwhile, you don't even know him personally, you've never been to his house, you don't know his friends outside of social media, you've never met him physically, nothing. How can you be obsessed with seeing someone on his page when you can see the data? He's got almost 1 million followers. You don't even
Almost
have
a
up to
million.
5,000 followers.
Since last year, almost a million. Until now, he's yet to hit that million. What does that tell you? The person that helped to grow the page is no longer there, and there is no talent. There's nothing to show off that will help grow the page, or else he should have hit more than a million followers on Facebook by now. What are we even saying? Million? We're being kind. A million followers. He should have gone far. But this one is here laughing at her other cohorts. At least they are growing. She's dragging the other long mouth that is also bad mouthed. I think that one has more followers than her too. So I don't even know what she's screaming about here. She's just paying that the lady at some point was really dragging Korra so much that it made JD very happy. And JD was really, really talking to that lady, and always he would go to her live stream. He would tell his supporters to go support her and watch her because she was there insulting the ex-wife. So I think that made Madame MIA jealous, because that's attention that she wanted to get. Exactly. You're very correct, J Love. He's losing followers with 910. I think yes, yeah, he had what 900 and how many, and then he came down to 911, 910. Before we know, now it's 900 and what? Now what?
On your Twitter page, the other page, Little Talk Show, that one.
Yes, he would have if he was positive.
There. And the majority of them are from a Edo community. People that she's been using, they call it sagas. They've been using that page for saga. So when this Justin matter started, she started using the backup page.
I was just keeping it real. No offense to anybody, but I think that the Edo community is the only one that does this bullshit. You're not gonna see no Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, Fulanis, Calibers, Tibbs. You're not gonna see them doing this bullshit.
This one wants to start her nonsense. You want to start to come for Edo people. If Edo people come for you, you will not be able to stand for Facebook. You will disappear and leave Facebook. So you better keep your mouth shut and focus on your business and leave the Edo people out of your mouth.
I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Did you all notice that even MIA didn't want to speak on that one? She doesn't want to speak on the adult people. You for call their name. Make they call run enter your life there. You for know your eye go clear. Don't see anything.
There's no way I'm going to, be even thinking that I impacted his life. Of course, it's going to tell you that, oh, Princess kept me alive, because we know the journey we went through outside of social media. Yeah.
You see, this woman is even seeing herself like God. Princess kept me alive. So she kept him alive because he did that like threatening that he's going to pay me. If you have sense, when somebody tell you don't do this, I'm going to run a life myself. Tell you, now you sabi. Seriously, now you sabi. Because what are we even talking about? Look how she's bragging. Oh, he's going to tell you that she kept me alive. What did he say in 2024? Look who is bragging. Now, oh, don't worry, he's going to tell you I kept him alive. He said she was a scammer and a fake lawyer. People should avoid her. She and Lolo, that's what he said about the two of them, that they are scammers.
It was a terrible thing. But don't forget, I have a degree in psychology, I have a degree in counseling. So stuff like that.
Did you all hear that now? I read psychology, I have a degree in counseling, and then plus the ethics. This woman brags about all these many things, but when you hear her talk, she doesn't sound like someone that has seen the four walls of university or any school or anything.
I'm used to it, in a community work I'm doing for my neighborhood friend. So I'm used to it, but unfortunately, I was, sick at the same time. But he knows I never give up. Despite me going back and forth to the hospital for my head injury and all that kind of stuff. These people on social media,
she had head injury. Oh, maybe that's why she talks the way she does, because maybe whatever caused that injury, I think it was more serious than what they thought. She had head injury. She was sick, she had head injury. No wonder she gave him all those advice that put him in deep mess. That's why JD is upset at this woman. That head injury affected her brain. So now her brain is somehow. In Nigeria, they say, no shake my brain. Her brain was shaking. So now she's unstable.
No trauma behind all these nonsense they are doing on social media. They don't. But the question is, how can somebody
They are children.
assuming that somebody who has almost 1 million followers, I think that doesn't not matching, isn't it? So claiming that you are the God and the Omega that changed his life for better. But meanwhile, you look at the person you are saying
this kind of millennial, they behave like peers. That's you could avoid them. Sure. Which guy will have this? Okay, man.
It's like a better. You are the one who did something that no, madam, think work. You did what you have to do on social media, and you were the only person who really,
seriously,
got so much money out of it until you sabotage the case, and the man have to move on because that focus.
We're almost coming to the end.
On the injustice. Now join injustice in order for them to continue their money. Look at a base now for any one of us to know or meet somebody who went through what Justin went through.
Can you imagine?
Because don't forget, it was at the time that he was fighting the CPS for that case, that these morons from different parts of Africa, they were sending false information to his chiropractor board.
This is a lie. You see, now she blames all these people from different parts of Africa. Meanwhile, this person, evidences are out there that the other lady that he had some kind of weird contact with, that the lady didn't like, that was the case that affected his chiropractor thing, where the woman was even telling him that you were calling me from your office. Why are you calling me with your working phone? Because I think she probably blocked him. Now this one wants to blame other people. If that's the truth, why don't you bring out the evidence and present it in court to prove that it were these people that destroyed your thing so you can no longer practice? And this man is just looking for a way to cash out from his ex-wife, and he cooks up all these stories and tell people like Miriam that their brain is shaking, and then they just go on the blogs, she and his other bloggers, and they start planning all this nonsense.
The chiropractor got triggered an investigation because that's
Chiropractor,
what
not
they have to do.
chiropractor,
According
chiropractor.
to protocol, they have to investigate. So which means we have to prepare another defense. It means we have to look for a lot of evidence, that is why I appreciate Oluchi and Blessing, because they gave, oh my goodness, they gave
another lot
some
of
critical evidence about the plot that helps the chiropractor about to know every other evidence. You know, we've already given them a lot of evidence.
This woman can
but
lie.
Thank God that just before they come with their outcome, Oluchi spoke out and Blessing, make a clear blogging without interruption about Elimom involvement. So we have to add those two evidence and send it as addendum to the chiropractor board.
Chiropractor.
So imagine that as well, that this man went through.
This woman can
and
lie.
After they receive all those evidences and all that, they send this.
If that's true, why is it that nobody got any punishment out of that? You cannot be giving false information, trying to destroy somebody's image or work or whatnot, and yet you don't get. This woman just lies from the pit of hell.
And we're jubilating. So now we said to ourselves, we have to now focus on rebuilding.
Yeah,
I went back to my page. He went back to his page to just, to celebrate, to be happy, to smile. And then boom, Gloria are ugly. Start attacking Freda, and then she bounced on me. But she thinks everything is funny. It's not funny.
So now it's not funny. Now that
I'm going for a walk. Because you see these people, I wish I've never come across them on social media. But you see, I'm not going to.
You've not started wishing.
Those children,
since 2023, you're wishing.
Their spirits will continue to bless me.
No way.
And
that's not going to happen.
Justin too will bless me. You know what?
It will not.
Because they know what I went through.
No way.
Even though I was
lying.
Sick.
Not even the spirit of your own children will bless you.
Lord, it's all for those children. And he won. Even Lolo came out and said, oh, you didn't win any case. Can you imagine that?
Is she lying? Is she not one of you people? Why is the thing paining this woman? Is the person that is saying, if she said he didn't win any case, he didn't win any case because she was an Inakaku's member also. So if she said it, she said it. It's just paining you that the glory that you wanted to take, she came out and she outed you and called you out. And then both of you could not jubilate for long.
One, all the attacks will be coming, allegations here and there. But he won everything. And it's going to continue.
It's only the two of them.
So people who are
will continue winning.
That all this nonsense going on social media is going to affect him. Oh, they are sending all these allegations against him to the CPS. Oh, the CPS are going to, start a new allegation against. It's all a lie. The CPS know what is going on. They now know what is going on.
She's bragging.
You understand? There are some things that we did.
These are some of the reasons why I wanted you all to hear this. Look how she's talking. It's a lie. Nothing is happening. This in 2024, was she not the one when Korra went and filed the restraining order against Crystal? Did this woman not come out and make several videos screaming, JD, go and file with your ex-wife. Go and file with your ex-wife so you can save yourself. Look how she was bragging. She did not foresee that one.
So there's some power starters that know exactly what's going on social media. So for any false information, any nonsense they are sending to the CPS or to anywhere now. They immediately they receive, they know what it is about. So shame on them.
Ah,
Shame on
we
them. So
shall
Is
see.
it true that like they were tossing out like the allegations and everything that people called in the beginning? They were really throwing all that stuff away.
it wasn't on the social work reports. All this, last year, early last year, when so many people were sending all these video evidences to the CPS, they were crying on social media. They were asking the CPS to investigate. A lot of them are not in the reports. They put it aside, unfounded. So
Oh,
you can imagine how stressful that is to the father, you know. And then it was after that they escalated the matter to the DCFS, focusing on trying to bring justice down.
I
There's
see.
corruption going on
It's almost
in that
done.
California. Nobody can tell me otherwise because I've never seen anything like that before. And on
Now
that
there's
note, I'm
corruption
going
going
for
on in
5 days to
California.
back. Today is Monday.
Thank you so much, Princess, for joining.
Eh?
It's an
When
honor to
when the
have you
things
on,
don't go their way, they
on
call
the
it
show.
corruption. When it goes their way, it's not
Thank you for
corruption.
having me.
Next, we need to see you on Keeping It Real.
Yeah,
We need to see you on
yeah,
Keeping It
I'm
Real.
coming. I love keeping it real 2.0.
Yes.
So please tell her to do something fast and appeal, and then remind Facebook about the appeal because you can update and pressure them to fasten their investigation.
Wait, that blog
Because
was one of
then
them.
she can use one.
Did you hear the blog? Wait a minute. That person was also one of them, eh? Oh my goodness. If they didn't mention now. Yo, how many people have been on this their team that finally realized what they were doing? Are you serious? That blogger was one of them? Yo. Let's just finish
The
this.
main page and the other one as a backup. It's very, very.
I have a backup page too.
So yeah.
Actually, I have them with 3. So
Yeah. Yes.
So
Oh,
I
that
know
person
you
have
can see
3.
me on Bonnie Chapo, which I
So
really
you see, this one just confirmed that and since they were saying, "Oh, I love this one," I think that person was also one of them before. Whoa! And that person had 3 pages. Oh, each of them always have like 3, 4, 5 pages, but yeah, they complain that it's KO and her currents that are actually chasing JD. Meanwhile, his bloggers, they have multiple pages where they come and they start their drama. I can't believe that this name they just mentioned was also one of them. What?
don't use often. And then I have another Bonnie Dean page, but if this page were to be brought down, I do have another one. If you just search it, it's under Bonnie Dean. It's 2 Bonnie Dean. Yeah, you'll see one has one profile picture with this ugly guy. That's the profile picture. I love that guy.
No, I've already sent friend requests to both of them, and I've been following you. So
So the lady just said her name. I don't know if Liz Laborde is still here. This blogger you wanted to know, she just said her name on purpose. I don't want to repeat some of their names, but she just said her name, trying to tell Madam MIA how to find her page.
So this is what we're trying to advocate for, people to support each other. To if I miss any of your video or your life, I can catch up and watch. Vis-a-vis, and that is the way the Chinese work. When they first,
What did you say?
we don't even know that
Vis-a-vis?
Facebook is going to be monetized. And
What
I
did
think
you
I
say?
said it in my live show. And when I was campaigning, I just saw a lot of Chinese. It's only the same status. Follow me, I follow you. Follow me, I follow you. That's what they call it. And I'm like, we thought it was spam. But you know what they were doing? They were getting so many real followers. Maybe they've heard
Now she
that
brought
Facebook
in.
is going to monetize pages, and these are the people who are now selling those followers to people on social media now. Try, people who want to buy followers, they go to these Chinese agents.
Now she has started with
So you
Chinese
can
people.
see when people start following each other, when they start supporting each other, you build your page instead of going to Chinese to buy millions of followers.
This woman,
they're just going to be stagnant there. They won't be active. But you see,
their goal was just to use this hot mess that JD was creating to use to grow their pages and cash out, because they will always link everything to money.
They don't want people to go to their page and do their own thing. I don't understand that on Facebook. It's stupid, isn't it? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So whatever the case may be, just oh God, honey, I've got to go forward. This is like
Great. Thank you so much for joining, and everybody, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much. God bless.
All right, so
Thank you for tuning in.
okay,
Thank
so
you.
that's it.
Good evening, guys.
All right, so that's it. And wait a minute. God. Oh. Wait, I want to pull up the other blogger that they mentioned on their interview now. I did not know that lady. I don't know. I don't know if it's a lady, but the way the person writes. Uh. Mm, 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 mm. Oh. Details. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. I'm trying to pull up something. Give me a second. This blogger, she's always, I'm saying she because I believe this person might be female, that keeps writing. So that means this blogger was actually one of them. How many? Oyoyo's what have you scheduled? Tell us how many minutes left, because I'm rounding up in the next 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes. This keeping it real that they mentioned, I never knew that keeping it real was one of them. So you see how many people have actually done a U-turn. Keeping it real that is always blasting. Like, I'm just oh. This is just something else. Yeah. So this is what keeping it real posted 3 days ago. I'm just trying to pull up one post from this person, because it seems like from what they are saying, this is someone that they knew. They all liked the person blogging and whatnot. It says, so when I checked my buy me a coffee for Jade a few weeks ago, there was 333 supporters. That was shortly after the begathon today. It's 334. Just wow. I would just ask again, where is the staunch supporter, aka the mighty Russian wind, who was on everyone's page spewing nonsense? She said she was a law school and was pursuing her PhD and had so many credential and education. But for someone to be in school, she stayed in the comment section on this page and blogs. Like, this blogger is blogging, and she doesn't just chill. I hope you all can hear me. Can you all hear me? Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me see. Can you all hear me? So I don't even understand. So this blogger gives JD Basbos. Seriously, if you go to this 2.0, so what is going on? If this person is the one that has been right all this while, how is it that all the people that were supporting him, blogging for him, they've all turned their back? But anyways, that brings us to the end, and I wanted us to come in here today and analyze this video of some of the things that this woman MIA had said in the past and compare them to the things that she's saying in 2024. And you will discover that she herself is someone that is not straightforward and so much more. That being said, I want to say thank you also very much. I'm waiting for Oyoyo also to write. Oyoyo's World, are you still here? I don't see your notification yet, so wait, hold on, y'all. Let me quickly check it and see if I will see Oyoyo's live, so we can all go over to Oyoyo's World as I'm rounding up. Okay. Give me a second. Let me write. Coral Beauty's Carnival Effect. So Oyoyo have scheduled. Oyoyo is going to be live in 63 minutes from now. Okay, so please get ready. That's what I see. I hope I'm right. Yeah. Yes. So I've done a notification on Oyoyo. So let's catch up. I know Liz Labora is still here. Oyoyo is going live. Okay. So we will all catch up over there. Because I know you were asking her earlier on during the live stream if she was going to, if she was going to go live today or anytime soon. Yeah, so please, everybody here, get ready. We're going over there. So this is Oyoyo. If you're seeing the name for the first time, subscribe to this channel, turn on notification, Oyoyo's World, so the conversation continues there. There's so much more, and the talk will continue. We're not stopping anytime soon because these people will not stop. So we will keep it going. All right, that being said, thank you all so very much. Let me quickly, it's 12 midnight. We've been here for 3 hours 11 minutes. Okay, so thank you all so very much, and I will see you all later on Yoyo's World's channel on YouTube. So thank you also very much. Thank you, Liz. That's our first member in the building. Thank you, ma'am. God bless you. Thank you for joining our membership because it's gonna be going down. Okay. We have membership activated. So if you want to join membership, there are certain conversations that's going to be for members alone. Yes, and post, community post, and so much more. So if you want to join our membership, feel free. Thank you, our first member, Liz Laborde. Thank you so very much. Thank you to every one of you. And also thank you, Liz Laborde, for the super chat. Thank you, super sticker. Thank you so very much. I appreciate. Thank you all my silent watchers also. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Juliet Stage. Thank you, Oyoyo's World. Thank you, Efe. Thank you, J Love. Will I see all the names now? Let me see. Let's go up a little bit. Thank you, Janet, Nicole. Okay, Janet, Nicole. Thank you, Whipping Stick. Thank you, Joanne Sant. Thank you, Laura Lee. Thank you so much. I'm trying to see. Thank you, Smith. Thank you, I say it. Thank you, Audrey. Let me see. I think that's it. Thank you, Marilyn Guerra. Thank you, Lady Moniro. Yes, Lady Moniro said good night. Thank you, Kisha. Thank you, Nina Edward. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So thank you also very much for joining me today, and keep it the date. So we will go over to Yoyo's World in few minutes and we'll be live. So thank you also very much. And as more things are out, we will keep talking, and finally the whole truth will come out someday. And that's the mission. Thank you also very much, and good night. Good night, good night, good night from my side. Bye, everyone.